All right. Well, we're recording. It has been too long, and this may be it for everyone, one way or the other. This is the Streets of Avalon: The Bleak Testament, our D&D 5e game in the Streets of Avalon setting, and I'm going to have everybody introduce themselves, maybe for the last time. And let's start with Eileen.
I'm Eileen. I am playing Morgan, the cleric of Hermes, who has started down perhaps an irredeemable road of darkness and destruction as she wreaks havoc on her enemies in defense of her children. So, do the ends justify the means?
Yes.
And on that note, Bob, why don't you introduce yourself and your character?
I would be Bob. I think you figured that part out. Yes. How convenient. I'm playing Garland Bach, the half-orc barbarian sort of fighter guy. Yeah, that's it, fighter guy. I'm a little jacked up. The fight we just got done with has wrecked me, and now we have something else that we have to deal with. So watch and see.
All right, Gator, why don't you introduce yourself and your character?
I am Gator. I am playing Zindlane, who is on the pathway back from an irredeemable dark path. Complete with new warlock patron. I was a noble, and now I'm on my way trying to be back to being a noble. So I'm trying to complete that whole circle. And I'm ridiculous. So. That's me, and I'm also quite hurt, so we'll see how we go forward from here.
And finally, Brandon, why don't you introduce yourself and your character?
I'm Brandon, and I'm playing Bar Brimhill, the barge folk rogue swashbuckler. As long as I don't die falling off a roof, then I'll call it a win for this game. And there's no darkness to him. He's just fun-loving, stabby guy.
Fun-loving, stabby guy.
All right. So, when last we left our heroes, you had just cleaned out a nest of the bugs that look suspiciously like Garland.
Mm.
And after doing so, you got back up to the surface, and then, unfortunately, found the thing that's been following you for quite some time, and that is the Howling Abomination, the thing that was guarding the Bleak Testament. And yeah, it's hovering around here, and we have to see whether or not you're going to survive this.
And we have our two minions with us, right?
No, you just sent them
Or
away.
they did not come with us.
Yes.
Great. Okay, good.
So, for those of you that are listening to this, in Alba Rodeo, I have a note saying how far apart this creature is, just in case they try and run away from it, so that we'll be keeping the relative distance going. If you do happen to run from it, it will have difficult terrain because it is a huge abomination that has to float around constricted alleyways and all sorts of things like that, whereas all of you are nimble and can easily navigate this city, in theory.
Yes.
So, on that note, this creature has just turned the corner. What are all of you planning on doing?
So, I have a thing.
Yes.
I'm going to use my background. I have
Okay.
the urchin background, which allows me to move around the city quicker.
Okay.
Unfortunately, I'm out of spell slots, so we're doing this the old-fashioned way. There is no pass without a trace this time.
Oh no!
This is good old-fashioned booking it.
Yes, and if we do make this a chase, then as long as it has not stopped you from running at the end of the turn, you can all make a group stealth check, and if you pass it, you have given it the slip.
Well,
I'm down with that.
Yeah, most of us have pretty good stealth, right, Zinley?
I'm really good at blending in. Oh yeah.
Oh goodness.
Oh yeah.
Tim Lane is the Drax the Destroyer of our group when it comes to stealth.
Ow.
Oh goodness.
Go get your chips.
So what I'm going to do this first round is I would like to start with well, actually, I don't want to call for this until you all decide, do you want to run from this thing, or are you going to just, charge
run
it?
it.
And...
Garland looks at everybody else and goes, "Run!"
Yeah.
Wait, run from what? Oh, that thing!
Yeah, I was going to say, given that it is called a Howling Abomination, a few seconds after you see the tentacles in the mouth, you start hearing this unholy caterwauling that just echoes off of all of the alleyways here.
Yeah.
Like the cat
My sword's
thing in the
like,
morning.
Yes, your sword very much wants to stab this thing.
I want to hit it. No, later.
If the sword had done better at hitting the bug, we wouldn't be in this state, and maybe he could hit this thing.
All right.
It's not a vampiric sword.
So since we know you don't want to directly address this, can I please get a group stealth check? And if you all succeed, you might have a full round to start running before, to get even further away from it.
Stealth check. Stealth.
All right.
You sure this isn't intimidation?
Yes.
Deception?
How's a 20 sound?
I could really use a deception roll right now.
Sounds like a good number.
I got
Got 18.
I got a 10.
Oh, also, everyone has inspiration.
Oh, good.
I know.
Yay. Because I feel inspired to run.
How's a 28?
I got a 10.
Would you like to leave it at 10?
I'm not gonna bother with my 50% chance of getting it better.
Okay. And how did
Can I
Morgan
just-
do?
I'm sorry.
How did Morgan do?
I got an 18.
Okay. So yes, as you see this thing coming around the corner, you do have a brief 6 seconds, which is a round, before it will notice you. So you can all, if you would like, get further away from it.
I start to run the
Damn
wrong
straight.
way, and Barrow grabs me by the coat sleeve.
So here is my question as well. You can dash 3 times during a chase before you have to start making con checks. Would you all like to dash this first surprise round while it's not chasing you?
Yes, please.
Uh-huh.
Do we need to carry Barrow though?
So I forgot that I changed. I'm no longer
A
based off the
capybara?
halfling. I'm using the Tasha's. So I have a speed of 30.
Okay.
Oh, carry Barrow.
And plus
Got it.
I can do bonus actions and dash.
What's the normal walking speed?
30.
30.
Okay, I have 35 for some reason. I don't know why.
That's okay.
Dude, you're a noble, so
Yeah.
Half elves get
Because I'm noble. Got it.
All right.
that doesn't
so-
make any sense. Nobles sit on their asses.
But
I
they're
haven't-
nimble.
I haven't been able to sit on my ass for quite some. No, we play fighty games and
And they run away from responsibilities.
Well, yes, we are. Yes.
There you go. You
You gotta-
run
you
away
gotta
from
have-
responsibility.
You gotta have a high movement speed to run away from responsibility so well. I like that one. I'm gonna use that one again.
Oh, all right. So, that means we're going to start this chase. Da-da-da. Oops. We're gonna start this chase at 110 distance. Except for our noble who starts it at 115. So I'll just pop Zimblane up slightly here. All right. So since you had that first round to get your distance, it kind of hovers around in a circle, dragging its tentacles on the ground, feeling for the movement. And the mouths are all still howling. And finally, it kind of turns towards you after you've been running for these additional 6 seconds. And now it starts hovering towards you. So at this point, let's
Lay
roll
down.
for initiative.
Jared, did you actually put something on the Blink Dog tractor pole, or are you just keeping
Audio-
track of it there?
Are you not seeing it?
Nope.
I'm seeing a big blank screen. Yeah.
Oh, fascinating.
There is no audio parade going on.
Here, let me put the link in there again.
I mean,
Displacer beast.
I went to the link.
Yep.
I'm in the link.
Huh.
Everybody else is in the link, but there's no you.
Yeah, there's no you.
Oh, I am in the link by myself. That's weird. So it gave me a link that takes you not to me. Okay, let's try something slightly different. Try and pop this into the when it asks you to join a game instead of going straight to the link.
What?
Go to Albert Rodeo and then drop that code in and see if it takes you to the right page.
That sounds complicated.
Sorry.
I just got home from work. I don't know what's going on.
I see Bob and myself.
That is so weird.
Yep, I see Morgan, Garland, Morrow, Zindlane.
Oh, I see. Scroll the map down.
No,
No?
No?
I wondered about that.
Is it a stone map?
Nope.
nope.
It's
Huh.
just blank and it has the icons along the side.
Neat. Well,
It's a whole lot of nothing.
Mm-hmm.
let me try this again.
They have this dice roller before.
Yes.
This has been a fun night for technical difficulties, everyone.
Mm-hmm. We're gonna make it.
Uh-huh.
Hell or high water.
Probably hell.
Probably hell. All of us. Sorry, Zindlane.
It's all right. I got an angel to come save me.
I'm definitely going to hell.
Good Lord's pretty sure he can get me out of this, but I think you're fucked.
Hey, things are.
Okay, try that link.
Yeah.
Oh. I
There we
see.
go.
I see teeth. I see teeth.
All right. Wonderful.
Oh, look.
Yeah. Oh God. I like the other map better. Bring it back.
So now, as far as chases go, you only need to use your movement. If you want to use your action to do something other than dash, you don't have to use the dash.
Only I had Dimension Door available right now. Bye.
But that also means that if it gets within like 15 feet because of its reach, it can slap at you while you're still running from
Nope. Don't like that.
it.
No, sir, I don't like it.
All right, so you're
Really
starting
use a
either
map
110 or 115 feet away from this thing. And if we can get initiatives, that would be wonderful.
Oh, that's right. We want initiative here. I'm gonna get the +1.
Give me a better one. Hey.
Rolling the dice, and I got a shitty number.
Oh, you can't have
21
it.
for me.
Got a
Norm, no.
19. Noise.
Okay, Zinling got a 19.
I got a 6.
Carolyn got a 6. I'm sure that won't be a problem. Borrow.
Did you hear him?
Oh,
Nah.
21.
All right. Morgan.
14.
Awesome.
That's never a good sign when the DM is ready to kill somebody. He says, awesome at your initiative.
Oh, it's fine.
Hey,
Everything's
I'm
good.
still at full hit points, so
Triple
I-
cleric.
bye.
I need to be able to run away fast. I have a squishy armor class.
You are faster than everybody else, so I mean that's good.
Bonk.
All right. And our abomination friend. Oh, that's
Rolled a
good.
1.
Not quite.
The abomination moves 300 feet.
And then dashes.
Yeah.
It runs right past us.
They've gone flat.
Well, we'll have to jam it then. Give him the raspberry.
All right. So
So there was this really old movie, Empire Strikes Back.
Jeez,
There was
Tony,
a
how old is
scene-
this kid?
You guys saw that one? That was. I showed it to my coworker. I was like, "What? Is he serious?"
all right. So Borrow, here's my question. Would you like to spend another one of your dashes before you start making con checks?
Yes.
All right.
Hey,
Happens if you fail a con check.
Get a level of exhaustion.
Oh, okay.
You don't want one of those.
All right. So that means that now we have someone at 170. And Borrow, since this is a chase, I need you to roll the complication that the next person in line will have to deal with. So roll me a d20.
well, let me swap mics with you.
I rolled a 12.
All right. A 12 is no complication. So thankfully, in your wake, as you're running away, nothing happens in front of Zindlane.
Yeah.
Zindlane, would you like to use one of your dashes?
All right. So, yes, but 1 second. Draw. So yeah, sure. Yeah, I'll just use one. I will use my dash. What's that? Darn it. Okay. Yeah. I'll save my trickeration for necessary point. Yeah, I'm gonna use my dash and keep running forward. Yep.
All right. So you zip ahead past.
Run, Barrow, let's go!
And if you would, roll me a d20 to see what Morgan has to deal with.
Oh no.
Big money, no whammies. Stop. It's just a regular d20 straight up rolls.
Yep.
7.
7. All right.
Oh
So
no.
as you are running,
Gator.
I am slightly
Don't worry, I'll help you later.
I am slightly modifying this, but several crates and various items start to collapse in the alleyway that you are running down.
Mhm.
Because of your background, I will give you advantage on this. Would you like to make an athletics or an acrobatics check?
Acrobatics,
this.
please.
Zindlane,
Alright.
Zindlane definitely knocked those over on purpose, hoping to slow down the horror.
But of course,
Zindlane, we're gonna have a discussion later.
Because he saw it in one of the dramatic readings that they show at the theater.
All right, big money. 18 acrobatics.
All right. So you avoid these crates that come crashing down and they do not manage to injure you and you keep zipping by. Are you using your dash?
You good, Garland?
oh, I'm good.
All right, I'm a dash.
All right. So that's 2 of you that are at 170 and one that's at 185. And now, Morgan, if you could roll to see what the abomination is going to deal with.
10.
10. Ooh, it has to make a sharp turn to avoid colliding with something impassable.
I'm
it
good
could-
at that.
It's
Yeah.
those crates that I knocked over.
Oh, I totally parkoured over the crates.
Oh yeah. No, but the abomination can't parkour.
Mm-mm.
So
It's gonna blink through them.
It's got too many tentacles for parkour.
it moves up its 50 feet.
Uh-oh. Ooh.
50.
Ugh.
Yeah, but it's okay. It didn't get to dash.
Fuck.
So, Garland, you are only 60 feet away from this thing now, but you notice that after it, it would have kept dashing, but it runs into another like mess of carts and crates that are in the way as it turns an alleyway, and its tentacles just like reach out and start flinging things left and right, and the mouth comes out and just like clomps down on this wood and splinters it, and it's just a horrible display of carnage as it just rips all these things to shreds, and it yowls even louder than it was before, and then it keeps hovering towards you.
That's an amazing description. I didn't see shit because I ain't looking back.
You can imagine all of that, though.
Yeah, I definitely heard it.
And
I heard
after
a whole
all
bunch of noises and went, nope, nope.
Nope,
Nope.
right out it. Nope, right out of that.
and after all of that, the abomination rolled a 19, so Garland has no complications on his turn.
You damn right.
Nice.
So, Garland, would you like to
Yes, you damn right.
use your dash?
I would
Okay.
love to.
All right.
Feet don't fail me now.
Okay. So now at the end of the turn, we have 3 people at 120 and 1 at 135 away from this thing. And because you are ahead of it at the end of the turn, we can do a group stealth check. I am going to say that all of you are basically out in the open, so this will be at disadvantage this time.
Barrow's still gonna roll like a 50.
Gosh.
It's not the
I
right
read
one.
rolled the extremes of the spectrum.
I got a 7.
Okay.
I got a 14.
Okay.
10.
13.
Does anyone want to use their inspiration?
Nope.
Nope.
Not to re-roll at disadvantage.
Nope.
All right. So amazingly, chases are really good when something has bad perception. So you are outside of the range of its blind sense and its tremor sense. So you manage to duck into an alleyway, and you no longer hear it. In fact, the howling sounds like it's receding in the opposite direction.
How
Nice.
the fuck did we manage that?
Do you know a secret pathway? Can we use one of your secret pathways, Morgan?
Yes, please.
Okay, so here's my question. What would you like to do now? Remember, we have a clock. If you decide to rest, we tick off some things on the clock, and things may happen in the district. But you may still want to rest and tick off some boxes on that clock.
I feel like we should rest an hour.
I got to get some rest.
Okay, so both of you are at 5 hit points, right?
I'm at 15.
Okay.
So
Ooh, look at you, Mr. Fancy Pants with the extra 10 hit points.
I know.
Oh,
But if anything even breathes at me, it's gonna hit. So
the spell I was gonna use is level 2, so I can't cast it.
Oops.
Sorry.
It's all right.
I got no juice.
So I am going to say, because Morgan knows these streets better than anyone, even after all of the buildings that have been burned down recently, where would you like to, now that you have lost this thing that is directly chasing you, you can easily traverse and find a place to rest if you want. Would you like to do that?
Probably a good idea for all those spellcasters.
Doesn't do me any good.
an hour does me a lot of good.
Well, I mean, you could tick off more boxes and rest for 8 hours.
We could, but is it a good idea?
Probably not. But
Technically not.
But are we going to do it anyway? I don't know. I don't need 8 hours. I just need 1.
I have 4 first level spell slots.
Warlock power naps.
I need my power nap.
So you have Mother Ninra's place that you could get to. You could go back to Zinlane's place that he was renting out, or any other place that you would try to rest for 8 hours, depending on if you think you could do it.
Mother Ninra?
Mm-hmm.
I think is more able to take care of herself than Zinlane's sister is, if we're talking about bystanders here to worry about, if
Okay.
that thing catches up to us.
I mean, we lost it. It's not going to catch up to us.
It's found us multiple times. I'm just saying.
Dumb luck. Believe me, I know a thing about that. I know a thing or two about dumb luck.
Yeah.
So
Oh, you're right.
heading to Mother Ninra's then?
Yeah. I guess we gotta decide how badly you guys want me to have spell slots.
So you get back in and Mother Ninra goes, it's like I just saw all of you yesterday, and now you are all beat up and you look a little worse for wear, and all of you feel this calm wash over you.
Oh,
You're tired.
It's strange though, if you analyze it, it's less like the calm is washing over you and almost more like the tension is sucked out of you. And it's one of those weird things like when you're standing somewhere and you kind of get vertigo and you can't tell whether you're moving towards something or falling away from something, but the end result is you feel better, so there's no reason to worry about it.
Yeah. That's why I like to hang out here.
Would you all like some tea again?
Yes,
Please.
please.
What's going on in the streets now?
Demons.
That's bad.
Yes.
Big bad
This-
evil things.
One
On a
demon is
positive-
dead.
On a positive note, we whacked all the garland bugs.
That is wonderful. I know that was definitely weighing on your mind. I'm glad that you have dealt with that. And she sets out tea for everyone, like almost like she was ready for someone to come in and need tea. So, what are you doing next? Sometimes it's good to clear your mind, work through what your plans are.
It's good.
Good question.
I think we're going to survive,
Well, that's always a good plan to begin with.
right?
Sometimes I find when I make a to-do list, it helps me order my thoughts. So, what all do you need to do yet?
We need
Sounds
to
like
kill.
my therapist.
We need to deal with these cultists and get this monster off our back.
All right, that's a good place to start. So, the quickest route would be to walk up to wherever the cultists are and deal with them. Do you feel like you're prepared to do that?
No.
No.
I mean, maybe. Maybe
Well,
we
you
could
are-
just walk up to them and demand that they acquiesce to our will.
It's
Uh,
not.
That is definitely something you could try. And she walks behind Zinlane and kind of sees Garland across the way, and she goes,
It's an option. It's not a good option, but it's an option.
well, you are welcome to rest here as long as you need to. I know there's chaos on the streets, but it won't do you any good if you sleep eternally.
Good call.
yeah.
So are we resting for 1 or 8 hours?
I would feel better if I had more spell slots, but I also don't want the timers to tick down.
Yeah, that's a lot of ticking.
That's a lot of ticking.
You
We're kind of at
mean-
0 hour here.
Or are we just gonna head right back on out? I mean, like, I feel like we could use the rest to get some hit points back for short rest. Because you can spend your hit dice in short rest, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'll be right back. I got to AFK for a second.
Uh-oh. I heard children in the background.
There are screamings.
Uh-huh.
Oh no.
I hear it.
So just so you know, you already had an event happen. So you don't know how much time is going to tick off here, but you know an event just triggered because that's what happened when the palace ended up burning down. So you might have a few spots left on the clock before another event happens.
Can I help you?
This is
No.
like the this is like the novel version of Ian Malcolm when they actually explain what he was doing on Jurassic Park, which is that he created the algorithm where you could see at what point something bad was likely to happen, not necessarily what it was. And that was all a mathematics model, but you have no idea that that's what he was doing from the movie.
Yeah.
I hated that movie. Gave me nightmares.
So I'm going to pause this for a moment while Eric's attending things. Okay, so have you decided whether you would like to take an hour or 8 hours of rest?
I think we should sleep.
For 8 hours?
Yep.
Consequences
know.
be damned.
I know it's gonna make some things interesting, but I really think for this final push to try and clean the district up, that we need to be at full strength, and that includes all of us.
All right. Let's do it.
All right. So I reset all the clock things for you.
Okay, so we get how many hit points back for resting 8 hours without?
Resting 8 hours, you're good.
Oh, you're good. Okay.
Ogre.
Like good, like all good.
And you get half of your total hit dice back.
Slots.
And your spell slots.
And my lucky.
Leave the cat alone. Sit. Sit.
Sit, Ubu, sit.
Good dog.
So Mother Ninra like brings you fresh blankets and pillows and says, "Don't worry, I'm fairly certain I can keep anything at bay while all of you are resting in here, and I'll wake you up as soon as you've gotten a good night's rest. You don't even have to keep watch. I'll just be down here tending the fire."
I'm already out.
The
And
sounds
then-
of sawing wood.
It's been like 8 hours, and she goes to wake you up, and it's one of those things like you fell asleep right away, but it still does not feel like it's been 8 hours. It was just like
God.
you closed your eyes and now you are awake again.
Every day.
I am very sorry to have to wake you up, but I believe 8 hours have passed. You can rest longer if you'd like, but you all seem to be very
We're good.
Did anything burn down while we were sleeping?
not that I noticed. I did make some coffee. It's still
Ooh,
warm.
coffee.
And you come down, she has like some biscuits and coffee laid out for you on the table.
Biscuits.
And make sure you eat something before you head out too. You don't want to be fighting demons on an empty stomach. Especially the kind that can turn your stomach inside out, because if you have food in there, it makes it harder to turn it completely inside out.
Got it. Since Lane was on
Really?
like his third cup of coffee before he has to before she has to forcibly remind him to eat food.
I'm pondering this makes it more difficult to turn the stomach inside out thing.
I'm not thinking about stomachs turning inside out.
Oh, I definitely am.
And
I'm
she
thinking-
basically she waits for Zinlane to get ready to almost say something when he hasn't been eating, and she just like shoves a biscuit in his mouth before he can say anything.
Now I'm pondering turning.
Now choosing lane. That's when the jaw goes up and down.
Oh, these biscuits are good. Why didn't you say anything about biscuits?
Now I'm
Old-
pondering how to turn cultist stomachs inside out.
Well, Well, first you cut them open.
Oh no, I don't think I need to do that anymore.
Unfortunately, there's this product that Rob Schwalb wrote, but it's mainly wizard spells.
I need to play more of that. I think this character would be good in that setting.
Yeah. All right. So, what are you all planning on doing now that you are well rested?
Let's go kill some cultists.
Walking up to the cultist place and knocking their face in.
All right.
Yeah.
Kicking them in the dick.
Kick me in the Jimmy.
So all of a sudden you look over and Zindalane looks like one of the cultists that we saw earlier. What do you think? Convincing?
Sure.
Look too nice.
I'm not supposed to look nice. I'm supposed to look like Erligi.
Ooh, that's not concentration, is it?
Early.
I do the same thing. Boom.
Nice. You have disguise self as well?
Yup, it's a domain spell for me.
Nice. Yeah, mine. Yeah, I can. It's a warlock thing.
Well, that's just dandy. What about the rest of us? Move.
We'll just we can bring you. We can tie your hands together and pretend you're captors.
Turn down all the garbage bays on the detention level.
The old Chewbacca gambit. Okay. I'm terrible.
Oh goodness.
Brandon's a little short for a stormtrooper, though.
Ba-dum-bum.
So the place that you went to before, the ominous building with the dry basement, which is very strange for this district, is up between the wall and where the well used to sit.
Oh God, I just got a horrible idea about this place, but go ahead.
Dude.
No, I was just gonna say it's probably about 20 minutes away from where you're at right now.
Can we just hire a coach?
Go.
You couldn't do that when when this place was in good shape. So what plans do you have heading in here now that two of you look like cultists?
So we have the book with us, right? Or do we need to go get the book?
No, we have the book. Pretty sure we have the book.
I hope
That's
we
why
have the book.
it keeps following us, right?
I am willing to say you have the book.
Okay. Just making sure, because like we lent it out to that one guy for a while.
Yes. Yeah, he gave it back to you because remember he put all of the tabs in it with the translations.
The guy with the crossbow bolt.
Yeah. But yeah, he put all of the pages in there, folded up with translations on different pages.
Yeah, that's right. Yes, the guy with the face that did the thing. Okay.
So yeah. Let's go get close. Let's take the 20-minute walk and get closer to the cultist space and see if we can get a better look at the place and maybe see a back door.
That's what she said. Phrasing.
Fifth base. That's all I'm saying.
All right,
We are
then.
explicit. You've been oh,
Not gonna lie, I'm 55 years old and I have never heard of fifth base. So.
You need to listen to the Hall & Oates song. Loophole. Look it up. Loophole for my Hall & Oates. It's amazing.
Oh, I can guess where that one goes.
That's what she said.
Thank you, God, for making me holy. Thank you, God, for giving me holes to choose from.
so as you travel these 20 minutes, about 15 minutes in, you see the well, the three-story, the former place that was kind of friendly to you, where Zindalane spent time reading books there for a while when it was still in one piece. And now it is in ruins. It is in shambles. But around the corner is the strange building with the dry basement.
Yeah, you're right.
You know the basement heads straight into the cult's area. You didn't really go into the building all that much last time.
If we watch it for like 5 minutes, does anybody come in or out?
If you watch it for 5 minutes, you hear a voice in your head behind you.
I turn around.
Hello. I wasn't
Oh.
expecting anyone to come back at this point. Do you turn around and look at
Yeah, I turn around.
You see in an alleyway across the way, like behind the well, but next to the building that you're scouting out, you see a figure in a robe.
Is it like wide and squat and kind of eats shadows?
No, actually, you notice there, for a second, like the hood starts to like kind of blow to the side, and a tentacle comes out of the hood and grabs the hood and pulls it back.
Well then,
I squeak in a very manly fashion.
Does anyone
Which should be enough to alert all of my friends.
would anyone like to make an Arcana check?
Sure.
I would love to make an Arcana
I think
check.
we
Wizard
determined this is
Wizard.
another one of those skills that nobody in the party actually has.
I got
But you
a
can still
negative.
attempt it.
14.
I got a 4.
So, since my parents are wizards,
Uh-huh.
I pick up a few things here and there. I rolled a natural 20.
I was just gonna say, if you make it, I'm sure it's something that you heard your parents say.
Yep.
Yeah.
Knowing that this thing is speaking into your brains and seeing.
I'm not the only one that heard him talk?
No, everybody heard this one.
Oh, okay.
But I'm sure Zinlane thought he was the only one that heard
I
it because he's used to that.
absolutely thought that. Oh, you can hear him too. Wow.
This creature that is across the street, if it is what you think it is probably a brain gorger, which is a creature from the outer dark that Berlig used during the Soul War.
That's awesome.
That's
What are you doing
not
here?
good. Is it like approaching us, or?
It's just talking to you.
Okay, I'll think back to it. What do you want?
Well, I'm keeping watch on the base, just like I was asked to do by the Void Speaker. Wait, is there a reason you don't know why I would be doing this?
No, just checking on you, making sure that you're doing what you're supposed to be doing.
Give me a deception check.
I mean, yes, of course. We know exactly what you're up to. Clearly.
24.
I guess many of you are addle-minded and anyway, so instead it kind of, you feel its thoughts in all of your minds, but you can feel like the emphasis shifts from Zinlane over to Morgan. You are you the sensible one in this crew?
What?
I resent that.
I like squawk offendedly.
Somebody keeps stepping on a mouse.
Oh, I know what I reply. I'm like, well, that's a low bar, but yes.
Are these two ones that have gone through the hollowing out ritual?
Uh-huh.
I feel pretty hollow.
They've been prepared.
Give me an insight check.
Me?
Yeah.
I should be good at that. Oh.
Not me or me too.
I am not trained in it, but I still have a +5.
I mean, you all hear it, so.
Shit. Well, I rolled a 2 for a total of 7.
You beat me.
You're like, hollowed out. What? No, I don't. What? you have no idea what the hollowing ritual is.
I got a 14.
Okay. Anyone else roll an insight on that one?
I got a 5. No, I got a 5.
I mean,
Well-
metagaming, I'm assuming it's part of what was going on at the prison.
You know what? I am going to say, since you put that together yourself, go ahead and roll again.
I rolled another 2.
Okay. So Morgan isn't quite getting this. Garland, did you roll an insight?
I rolled a 12.
Okay. So yeah, I was going to say it's going to be hard for you to communicate this and not break this. But Barrow, you do get the feeling that this hollowing ritual is probably, you know, what happens when they carve all of the signs onto someone and their eyes blacken over and they.
I just kind of figured it fit well into our captive deceit. So I was like, yep.
Kind of lack runes and blackened eyes.
I could punch you real quick.
If they are recently changed, do you suppose you could spare one of them? I haven't gotten any compensation recently.
Sorry, you'll have to wait for the next batch. These are specifically spoken for.
And you see like another like tentacle like dart out and drop back into the hood.
All right, it's a great conversation. Too bad we can't stay.
Yep. So keep watch. Good job. Keep doing what you're doing. Well, and we're like head on.
And as he looks around and he says, "Well, I sense no one. And if you were planning on going into the building," he motions his hand and telekinetically opens the cellar doors.
Perfect.
Head on in.
We'll bring someone by for you later.
Wonderful. Don't forget I'm out here faithfully serving.
Yep.
Never forget that.
It's hard to work on an empty stomach.
Yep.
Dad, we
Well,
made it.
Don't
It
want anybody.
translates close enough.
You don't want anybody to turn your stomach inside out. Zinlane says very sagely.
That is a thing that people say.
Wise people say it.
John heard somebody say it, so it must be true.
Oh, goodness. Take this out of here for now. Oh, goodness. All right. So let me.
I think that's my first deception check I was able to make, so I'm pretty happy about
That was a good one. All right. So I should have made that easier to see. Okay, there we go. Okay, feel free to put yourself onto the entryway there.
There?
Mhm.
Oh, well, I mean, if that's up front, then okay.
All right. So you have seen this corridor before.
Oh,
You
yeah.
know that if you go all the way to the end, that goes into the big, the big temple area with the altar where the big floating abomination was at.
Yeah, that's where we need to finish our ritual.
And you know either side of this hallway up, down there were the two barracks.
Should have burned this place down when we left.
Isn't it like a stone basement?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sure there's flammable stuff in there and smoke them out.
We just spread pitch all over the place.
I mean, cultists burn.
Right? That's
True.
exactly what I was just thinking.
I wanna
So
Do
how
they
would you
teach-
like to deal with this?
Do they teach stop, drop, and roll at cultist school?
I think so we're heading right to the altar, yeah?
I mean, we should double check the barracks before we walk across the hallway because,
I suppose.
So are you going to check the northern barracks or the southern barracks?
yes.
We're gonna split the party.
I mean,
I
it's
mean,
not
it's
that far.
5 foot squares.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a 20-foot hallway. We can split the party. Let's all boogie
Well,
right up to
well,
here.
Morgan and I look like cultists, so I think we should be the ones that kind of like walk forward into the barracks. Yeah.
Sure, yes, have some.
Surprising how many references to that scene have come up in my life in the past week.
So
All right,
you
so
just
we
went-
like jauntily walk into the down the hallway towards
Mhm.
the barrack.
You don't see anyone,
Like we
although
we own the place.
as you get closer to the end, you notice that the big, area with the altar where the demon was originally tethered, they have put up a pair of large doors in the time since you were here last.
Oh, okay.
Well, that's no fun.
So we check the other barracks. It is also similarly empty.
Were you checking either barracks?
Oh,
Yes.
No,
I was
Morgan
just
and I,
asking.
yeah, listen, Morgan and I are jauntily walking into the barracks to like we own the place.
Okay. So
Jared
here.
looks way too excited about this.
So is that the North Barracks first, or were you going to
Sure.
actually split?
Let's go. We'll go North Barracks, I think, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So you see the door to the barracks is closed. Would you like to open the door, or are you going to do something else, or what would you like to do?
Going to softly knock on it.
Oh, wow. That's a little more subtle. Go for it. I'll follow your lead.
Well, I mean, it's barracks, and you shouldn't barge into somebody's bedroom, right?
Unless you're the barracks inspector.
Give me, when you knock, give me a perception check at disadvantage.
Rude.
Can I do it too?
Yeah, I mean, you could not have disadvantage if you're up to the door. I'm just saying, as soon as you knock, you have a chance to hear something.
With disadvantage,
Oh man.
that's a 9. With the disadvantage, I got a 13, but my passive is 20.
Okay, so passive, if you have a disadvantage, is 5 less, so it's 15.
15.
So yeah, when you knock on the door, you hear this like rattling and clattering, like rolling noise as soon as there is you do this, and it's like rolling towards the door when you knock, but it just moves
Back up.
towards the door.
Back up. Beep, beep.
They're putting the they're putting all of all the booze and cigarettes away.
Contraband.
Contraband. Yeah, they're hiding all the contraband. We'll give them a minute.
Give me a medicine check.
Everybody or
Well, you heard it, so
okay. Medicine.
Oh,
15.
this sounds like somebody is like constantly dumping out a bag full of a lot of bones.
Probably not chicken.
Except it sounds like they keep kind of refilling the bag and dumping it out again.
I think there's a nasty critter in there, guys.
bust it open.
I'm picturing the creature that happens at the end of Dragon Age 2, but I'm really hoping that's not it.
Kick the door in.
Are we ready?
I hope you are, because I
So-
just kicked the door in.
Well,
All right, we kicked the door in.
okay, fine.
I hope you are, because I just kicked the door in.
I was gonna give you a countdown, but okay.
3, 2, go.
Leroy!
I think that's more of a 3 go.
Jenkins.
Yes. Oh goodness. So
Boom!
Leroy Bach over here.
Ooh, it's a big one.
Uh-oh.
well,
I'm
it's not
looking
so
now.
much that it is a big one as much as it is a large mass of swirling bones of different types.
Yeah, so it is like the guy at the end of Dragon Age 2.
So there are skulls and sharpened leg bones and fingers and
Close the door, close the door, close the door.
I mean, okay, Carlin, I will say this. You kick the door open, you see that swarm of bones, Would you like to try and close the door before?
Oh, I'm sorry, wrong room.
Roll me an initiative check to see if you close the door before it flows out.
Oh, what just happened there? That
You
was
rolled
weird.
a 20. That's what happened, right?
No, but I rolled a 17.
All right. Well, that is better than their 7, which is funny because they actually have a good dexterity. However, they're not good at fine, motor functions since
Yeah.
it's a swarm of bones. So you manage to close the door, and as you close the door, it sounds like someone just like shot a cannon full of bones at that door as it all just like clatters against the door.
I expected to find guards in there.
Hey,
You may have found the guards in there.
there's nobody home. Let's go look at the other one.
Should we listen to the door, maybe?
I will you know what? I will give you this one for free. When you see the state of the barracks for the brief moment that the door is open, you get the feeling that bone swarm may have been composed of the guards that let you sneak out of here last time.
They were punished.
Yeah, they were. They were made useful.
Okay.
Sometimes you just got to recycle your cultists.
There
Uh-huh.
you go. Are we
Alright.
confident in our assessment that that thing probably can't open the door?
It hasn't.
Yeah, you keep hearing noises like it's ramming the door, but it's also ramming the door with a bunch of bone fragments. So it might take a while before it could actually do anything.
All right, that's a future Garland problem. We'll go down here now.
Well, let's listen at that door.
Yep. I'm a listen at the door.
All right. Give me a perception check.
Just regular.
Yeah.
Garland is also listening. Or not Garland. Zindlane is also listening at the door with his head like right next to Morgan's.
Do. What was I doing? Perception. 22.
So you hear
I know I'm no fun.
you hear some like muffled voices behind the door saying, this should be the end any moment now. I wish the fire hadn't taken all of those enlightenment fools, though they were extremely useful. Well, they were, but we'll just have to wait for the Bleak one to return. Until then, the Void Speaker seems to want us to wait here for the Bleak one to give us further orders. I just hate waiting. Entropy seems like it should take a firmer hand to go out and actually cause things to fall apart. Be
Oh, I
patient.
got your Bleak right here.
We know
Be
what the
patient.
Bleak,
We
do we know
will
what
bring
the
forth the
Bleak one looks
oblivion
like?
soon enough.
do we know what the Bleak one looks like?
That's the thing that keeps possessing people, I'm assuming.
Yep.
Okay.
So do we want to go in there and kill them for funsies?
It's not here right now, but this is a Bleak one.
I mean,
Yeah.
for
Okay.
funsies and so they don't, come in behind us while we're in the ritual room.
We could go in there and pretend to be the Bleak one.
To what end?
Like send them off on a mission? They clearly want a mission. I just don't know where we would send them. 'Cause,
Back to the burned down building to look for something in the rubble.
yeah.
Body parts.
The
We
Bleak
need to
one-
collect more bones for another bone swarm.
Bleak one really wants a sandwich from the moat house before this district collapses.
Hmm.
Actually, when he said, where we're going to send them, I was like, to get a pizza.
No, I think you're right. We
Club.
should send them back to the warehouse to find survivors, to search for survivors.
They don't care about survivors.
All right, let's just kill them
Yeah, let's just call them.
Okay.
3, 2, 1.
then. Boom.
Oh, you want me to go on 1 this time?
Yes. I imagine we're standing here having this conversation.
I mean, usually it's we go on 3.
And
1,
you-
2, 3,
And
go.
you hear inside there's someone talking outside in the hallway.
Boom!
Hopefully they have their ear to the door. And
Uh-oh.
Pardon.
All
You don't
right.
have any hair to hold it in place, husband.
I'm going to say, since there was some arguing before you kicked the door down, there's no surprise round.
fair.
So yes, let us.
How do they react when two cultists break down the door?
Well,
Or the
I
door
mean, the
breaks
door
down and they
got
see two
broken
cultists.
down, which is kind of a universal sign for oh shit. So, I mean, you can attempt on your turn to talk them out of something, but
Oh no, we decided we were gonna just engage here. I'm just curious what their initial reaction. I want to know what their faces look like when the door breaks open and they see two cultists.
I don't think they register cultist right away. They just see the door breaking down
Got
after
it.
hearing someone in the hallway, and actually, they look happy because they want to, do something. They've been waiting for some kind of action.
Oh
Bees.
yeah.
Oh yeah.
All right, so if we can get initiative.
Hey. 14.
Woo!
Got a 20.
Okay.
Ah, shit.
Did you get a cleric level initiative?
Yeah, I did. Thankfully, I have a +7.
Well,
So
I
what
got a
did
19.
okay, Garland got a 19. And what did Morgan get?
11.
Okay. So
I might need to put these dice in timeout. Can I help you?
So you all still managed to go before the cultists.
Damn. They really got cleric level initiative, huh?
Yes, they did. And I suppose I should
Oh.
know their hit points.
I was like, where are my other d20s?
All right.
Can I speak as a free action?
Yes.
You dare speak ill of the bleak one?
Are you still out that far out in the hallway, or did you move up?
Oh, no, I had my head against the door
Oh, that's right.
with Morgan. So yeah.
Ooh, we're telling.
We're not speaking ill of the bleak one. We are simply. Who are you? We have never seen you here before.
Die!
Some would call us the wrecking crew.
Die for your blasphemy.
You wear our robes, but we do not recognize you. Are you
Good.
going to spend an action to try and convince them, or are you just,
No. I'm just engaging in witty
Okay.
repartee.
Borrow, what would you like to do?
I am going to. Is there just one door in the middle, or is this whole thing a door?
Yes, I should probably delineate that. That is just a 5-foot stretch there. Just the middle square is where the door is at.
Okay, then I'm going to, let's see, that's 5, 15, 20. I'm jump right in and stabby at the guy that's right there.
All right.
Hey, can you not block the door?
I'm working on it.
Work
You can
on it
move 2 friendly
faster.
squares.
So the first attack is a 21 to hit.
Okay. Oh my
Uh,
gosh. I should have redone their spell list. What should every spellcaster that has access to it have?
Magic missile.
Fireball?
Shield.
Oh yeah, armor.
Well, they have that up already. But they do not have the everyone's favorite reaction casting time wizard spell.
That's 10, 12, 14, 16 plus 6. So 22 damage to that dude.
Okay. He is not happy.
Okay. And I'm going to stab him again.
Good reason.
11.
11 misses.
Okay.
Bounces
So
off of the immaterial magic armor that it has surrounding him.
I am now going to dash back out 10 feet of movement. And that's it for me.
All right.
Right, stick and move.
Garland, what would you like to do?
I'm gonna go bust him up.
Okay.
And now I whoop his ass.
It's just like this rotating, like it's like a tag team match. Hey, you get in there now.
All right, where am I here? Roll dice. Oh, does a 20 hit?
A 20 does hit.
Yay. Oh, shitty damage. 7 points of damage.
Okay. 7 fewer hit points than he had before.
And second attack is a 21 for.
Also, he's bloodied now.
Yeah, he's gonna feel this one. 13 points of damage.
Nice. Not dead, but definitely not happy. All right. So that brings us to Zindlane.
All right, Zindlane
Get him, Z.
says, "Yeah." Zindlane says, "Well, you may not know my face, but you will know my power." And cast Sacred Flame at the dude right in front of him.
Okay.
So you get to make a dex save.
I'll be so happy to do that. That is a 20.
He does a little dancy jig around the Wonder Woman themed pillar of flame.
He looks at the blast of flame and says, "That is entirely too hopeful a burst of flame to come from our cult." Oh goodness. So I believe that brings us to Morgan.
Yeah. Yeah, I think I'm let the heavy hitters do the heavy hitting, and I'm gonna conserve my spell slots. And I am gonna cast Sacred Flame.
Holy crap, that's a 22 on the save.
Ugh. But
What is your
my-
sacred-
You will
My
not burn us.
My Sacred Flame is like black and purple now.
It's developing an attitude. All right. So the first void speaker here looks at you and says, "I shall speak the words that were given to us by Erlig himself." And the first one says a decaying word. So that is within 30 feet.
That's all of us.
So that is all of you. So please give me a Constitution save.
It's also the Bone Swarm, if that matters.
12.
Is that your final answer?
Thinking about it.
Constitution save 15.
I got a 15 as well.
And what did Barrow get?
Oh, sorry. What were we rolled?
Con save.
Con save.
That's not good. 2.
Would anyone like to spend their inspiration to roll before we know the outcome?
Use my lucky.
Okay.
That's much better. 15.
This is the part where our stomachs turn inside out, isn't it?
Yep.
Good thing we ate dinner.
I'm gonna hold on to my inspiration and probably
All
regret
right.
it in 2 seconds.
So Morgan takes 21 points of necrotic damage as you feel your body start to break down from these words that the decaying word that was spoken. The rest of you take 10 points of necrotic damage.
That's almost half of my hit points.
Well, that's a no bueno.
And the next one says, "And I shall speak the word of banishment to you." And they speak a repelling word. And all of you give me a strength saving throw.
Oh, that's not good.
What's the dice that wants to succeed here?
Oh, that's
Really?
much better.
Really? That's when you're going to fail me?
5.
Got an 11. I don't.
All right. Stop copying my saving throws, Brandon.
Did you get a 5, Bob?
I got a 6 with a +5.
Oh, okay.
I got 16.
Okay. Anybody going to spend anything to roll anything else?
Yes. Barely better. 14.
Okay. So
What?
I hold on. I am going to, because I was just double checking the wording of lucky, and I get to choose, so I am going to re-roll.
okay.
Yeah, that's better. 14. I'll stick with 14.
Okay. So Morgan, you perhaps because you felt the sickness wash over you, you braced yourself for the second word more than everyone else did. You take 3 points of thunder damage.
Yikes.
Barrow, you go flying across the hallway and hit the door
Oh no.
and take 7 points of thunder damage and are prone. Zendlane, you land right next to him against the wall, take 7 points of thunder damage and are prone. Garland, you don't travel that far, you just fly over into the corner, but you're prone and take 7 points of thunder damage.
These guys were supposed to be pushovers. What the hell?
Oh, that's the problem. We're fighting with them. We should be trying to push them over.
They pushed you over, though.
You know what? I can swing from prone.
I mean, you know, you haven't. They might not be. They might be pushovers compared to the void speaker. You don't know. All right. So that was their turn. Barrow, what would you like to do now that you got thrown across the hallway?
So
Oh, let's swap mics.
So I'm going to, let's see, it's 15, 20. All right. So getting up from prone is half your movement?
Yep.
Oof. Okay, so and Morgan's in the way. I am.
Look, don't blame me for your bad choices.
So I think now, if I'm going to move out of the space, can I occupy the same space as somebody else?
You can't occupy, but you can move through it.
Ah, crap. Okay, so I'm going to stand up. And I guess I'm just going to move 10 feet for now. And if Morgan moves out of the way, I'm going. Actually, I can't ready an action after. Can I ready an action after I've moved?
Yes.
Oh, okay. So if Morgan moves out of the way, I'm going to shoot the dude right in front of me with my hand crossbow.
Okay. Gotcha. Yeah, it uses up your action and then it triggers on your reaction. So your
Okay.
movement doesn't figure into that.
Gotcha.
All right. So that's Barrow's turn. Garland. Over in the corner.
Not really over. I get up and I make this guy regret his day.
Oh, before we go any further,
Huh?
could I get everyone to give me a group stealth check at disadvantage?
Who with the what now?
I just have to see if the sound from this fight is carrying.
Oh, hell
Ugh.
yeah, it is.
Got an 18.
Sand Lane.
17.
19 with disadvantage.
All right.
Z's out in the hall like, what? What's going on in there?
So you know the noise that Rom made when like he thought his brother was dying? That's what I'm doing.
Oh, God.
All right. Yes, nobody seems to be running to their aid at the moment. So that round
There's
went
somebody to run
unnoticed.
to their aid. Round, maybe. I don't like the sound of that. All right, this guy's going down.
All right.
Okay, so the first attack is fuck it, son. Natural 20.
Nice.
There we go.
So that is doubly damaged dices. So 9 and 6 is 15 points of damage.
All right. That cultist drops.
Yeah. Fuck you.
Did you use lethal damage to drop him, or?
Damn right I did.
So he makes a sickening slurping sound as he falls off your sword and slumps in
This
the
thing is a sword,
corner.
not a club. It's not a well, I would have killed him with a club or a mace too. And I still have movement left, don't I?
Yes.
Oh, that's a shame for that guy. Unfortunately for me, the attack roll comes out to be an 11.
That will miss. It bounces off the shimmery force that is encasing his robes. All right, that is Garland's turn. Zinlane, what would you like to do?
All right, Zinlane
Bounce
is
off the
gonna
wall there.
gonna get up and so I get half my movement. So 5, 15. Do I get 20 or do I get 15? Let's go. I think 15. I can see him from here. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. And I'm gonna cast bonfire under his feet.
All right.
So he
Wow.
needs another dex save.
That is a 20 on his dex save.
All right.
Erling
So-
likes him nimble.
He's got fire. He's standing on the fire. So if he doesn't, if he ends his turn there, he's got to make another saving throw.
Yes, he will definitely take a step to the side to line up 3 of you for something.
Fuck.
Morgan, what would you like to do?
All right, so I'm not going to forget that Barrow's over here like, move. I am done fucking around with this kid. How badly do I want to fuck him up?
Actually, I can't shoot him anyway now. He's gone.
You can't move anymore?
No, because my action is a
The target is gone.
Oh well. No, I've forgotten what I was gonna do. Where's my spell? There it is.
Kill a dude. That's what you were gonna do. You were gonna kill a dude.
Till the end of your next turn. Cool. I am gonna cast Guiding Bolt. And I have a pretty good spell attack, so I'm gonna cast it at 2nd level.
All right.
I'm gonna use a different D20 though, because I'm not sure I trust these. Suck it, son. I may need more D6s. Hang on. 4, 6.
I've got 5 or 8.
Hang on. 8, 10. Yep, 10.
Pardon me.
Oh, that's a lot of 6s.
Oh, jeez.
He done pissed me off.
Just gonna move him over here into the dead pile for now.
All right, I'm grouping. So that is math is hard.
I'm betting you at least bloodied him.
49 points of radiant
You
damage.
super bloodied him, but he's not dead yet.
What?
Right? 6 times 5 is 30. 10 is 40, 44, 46. Yeah, 49 points.
He has messed up the guiding bolt, like blew through the magical field that he had protecting him over his robes and just like bored into him.
Fuck you. Also, the next attack roll against him has advantage.
All right.
Nice.
Yeah, I had exactly 10d6 in my little tray here. Like I planned it.
So
I'm just going to be in trouble if I try to cast it at 4th level.
well, first I need to see if his word recharges. His word recharged.
Oh wait, I was going to move too.
Okay.
What we need is a silent spell.
I'm going to step out of the doorway.
I think though
Try not to have a limbo line over here.
his word recharged, but I don't think he's going to use that quite yet. That's going in his pocket for now. He looks at Garland and says some horrible things in a very spiky language that reminds you of musty things that make your lungs hurt. And
Mississippi? Sorry, Mississippians, but
and you see this cloud of like spores and crackling black energy settle over you. Give me a Constitution save.
Constitution. That's where I'm a Viking.
is that a good thing?
I really need to. I got an 11 because this dice roller in the friggin' tractor pull just hates me. This save goes to 11.
What are you doing?
All right, so you take 44 points of necrotic damage.
Holy shit.
Mother.
He just hit you with a blight spell.
Yeah, blight hurts. Blight is broken. Shit, can I take blight? Where's my PhD?
However, thankfully, you are not You are not a plant, therefore you didn't save with disadvantage or take maximum damage from it.
Jesus Christ.
Garland drops to one knee, coughs up some blood. Wheezes.
All right. So we've reached the end of another turn. So if everyone could give me another stealth check at disadvantage.
Why can't I take blight? Mad. That's some bullshit.
Oh, hey, look at that. I got a 17. Suck it.
23.
We're doing stealth at disadvantage, right? I'm sorry.
Got a 20.
I yelled too loud. I was mad. I got 13.
I
All
didn't
right.
get the worst on.
What did Garland get again?
23.
Okay. So yeah, it doesn't seem like any help is coming again this turn. So that's nice. So now, Borrow, what would you like to do? This Garland looked pretty messed up there for a second.
Oh, I look like that for more than a second. That's an ongoing
Yeah,
problem.
he still looks, he's got like kind of mold spores settled on him and looks a little gray.
I'm running in. What did you do to my friend?
Oh, let's swap mics.
And then I stab at him.
All right.
Oh, you have advantage.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good, because that roll sucked. Oh, that's much better. 25 to hit.
That will definitely hit. You have a friend next to you.
Yep. So 7, 10, 13, 17 plus
Hey.
6, 20, 23 damage.
Jared, did he move?
Oh,
He
no,
moved.
he didn't.
Did he not move?
He did not.
We need a deck save for him then.
He failed that deck save, so he was on fire when you killed him, Barrow.
Finish him.
He got hit so hard by Garland that he forgot that he was standing in a fire pit.
Oh, goodness. So, yes, I'm assuming that you're going to dispatch him with lethal force.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
All right.
Run him through.
Extreme
So
prejudice.
he falls over dead into the fire, and it smells like cooked cultist in here.
So yeah, an additional 16 damage beyond what Garland Barrow did.
Ordered their dinner well done.
So, actually, before we do anything else, I am going to go ahead and call for a break before we end up doing whatever we're doing next, if that sounds good for everyone else.
Yeah.
Sounds like a plan.
Yeah.
All right, I'm going to hit pause, and we'll see everybody in about 10 minutes or so.
Hi, buddy.
And we are back from our break.
Yay.
Everyone had just fought two of the members of the Cult of Erlig and dispatched them.
Yeah.
No reinforcements managed to hear that fight. So
Surprisingly.
the only thing that you know of that is left here is the main altar through the double doors, which you have been in once before.
Medic,
What?
you heard me.
How else is everyone else looking?
Just
You wanna swap?
mildly injured.
Okay. Cause I got bitch slapped too. Trying to think of
I
the
can-
most economical.
I can top people off if they get to that point.
I
I've got
am missing.
96 heals to hand out.
Wait, what? 96 points?
96.
Oh, 9. Okay, I heard 96, so I was like, hell yeah.
I only have 96 hit points that I can heal.
I would like all of them, please. But your max is only 72. I don't care.
It's like when you try and get an even amount in your gas thing, and all of a sudden it starts like flooding back out of the tank. Like, nope, I didn't actually need 20. Really only needed 1975. That was a mistake on my part.
So
Okay.
approximately 30 hit points worth of hit points that healing that I can do.
What is Garland at?
11.
Okay. Well, that answers that question.
I got humped.
You got what?
Humped.
Okay, that's what I thought you said.
Humped to death.
Sometimes words have slightly different meanings in slang.
All right, I'm gonna cast 3rd level Cure Wounds on Garland. Oh, that's not terrible. It's not great. You get 20 hit points back. It's above average.
I can live with that.
Yeah. I'm just trying to conserve
Spell slots. Do you want me
Spell
to
slots.
throw some heals out?
I could use some. I am 24 points down.
Okay.
Why are you crying? The big boy is a crybaby.
He's worried about your party members.
I'm crying because I love you and you're not
Alright.
hugging me.
Morgan, here you go. Let's see what we got here. Whoa.
Sound like a lot of dice.
It's just 4. You get 15.
I'll take it.
And then Bob.
Norm, come here, buddy.
Norm.
He's crying. Yeah.
Doggy dog
Holy
world
crap.
out there, and I'm wearing milk bone underwear.
Bob, you got 14. Nope, you got
Yay.
16. 16.
Oh, there we go. Now I'm ready to take on the world.
Yeah. Let's see.
Get some.
Concentration.
How are we doing hit points wise now?
Actually, I could use a little bit.
Well, I got 2d6 left, so I'll borrow some more. I'll borrow 2d6.
Okay.
4.
Oh God. I'm up to 38 out of 51.
All right,
About that.
let's go do the thing in the place with the stuff.
Wait.
What?
Breaks. I'm looking at buffs. Would you like buffs? I can do that. I've not done this entire campaign, but I do have buffs.
Yeah, but what if we don't need the buffs?
Should we plan ahead for an encounter?
Well, I mean, if the room with the altar is empty and we just got to stand in there and do a ritual.
I'm sure that's what's happening. I'm sure that's what's going to happen.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Buffy.
Mhm. Okay.
Do you have anything that buffs like ritualing?
I can do ceremony. I don't know if that's helpful. I can marry people if anyone wants to get married before we die.
I mean, it was one of my life goals. Do you happen to have a noble available?
Fresh out of those.
Shucks.
The only other noble I know is ineligible.
I mean,
It's your sister.
oh, yeah.
Yeah, we're not playing that kind of game.
Oh,
You're the
Yeah,
banjos playing in the distance.
not Game of Thrones.
Not going there. Not going there today.
Okay, well, I am gonna cast Bless as a 2nd level spell that'll hit all of us for the next minute with concentration. Anytime you make an attack or a saving throw that extra D4 on there.
Ooh.
So I better dig at a D4, huh? Do I even have one ready? All these D6s in the way now.
That's what I need a D4 for.
I have a D4 handy. I'm gonna put it right there so I don't forget about it. All right. Don't let me get hit so I don't lose concentration.
All right, fair enough.
Okay.
All right. All right, Bob. Garland. Counting down.
What's over here at this door?
You see double doors that are closed and lead into the inner sanctum that you have been in before.
There you go. I'm glad you said I see double doors, not what appears to be double doors.
Yeah, that was a little worrisome.
It's like, bitch, are they double doors or not? I have eyes.
I would
right
like
there in front of
Hey.
me.
Sometimes a mimic is also a door.
If I touch the door and it bites my face, I deserved it.
I'm going to listen at the door without touching it.
All right. Give me a perception check.
20. Got passive perception of 20.
I have a passive perception of
Yes.
20. I rolled.
I have a passive perception of 9.
I rolled an 8, but my passive is 20.
Okay. You hear someone inside. The words that they are intoning, they're kind of singing, but the language almost sounds like those words that they just pronounced on you that made you kind of collapse.
Don't like that.
They're
But
doing some summoning shit or something.
But you're only hearing one voice in there.
Well, I am willing to guess that is this void, whoever it is, person in there doing some nasty shit.
Yeah, I mean, the other 40 guys are all just keeping their mouth shut. They don't want to interrupt.
Probably.
It's just like Palpatine and his fan club in the bleachers.
All right, I'll take the 20 on the left. You take the 20 on the right. Everybody else clean up the void speaker, and we're good.
Yep,
All
sounds
right.
good.
3, 2, 1, go.
Boom.
All right. Are you kicking the door in?
Hell yeah.
All right.
Bites you.
Give me a strength check.
Oh God! Please
Oh,
actually
my
kick the door in.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it's just knocking.
Damn right.
I'm sorry, I'm tired.
11.
Oh no, Garland!
You knock loudly on the door.
I am going to say it's 10 or higher. I'm not taking this away from you. So you do manage to kick the doors open. However, give me a dexterity save.
Oh no!
I can do that.
Thankfully, Morgan said that when she listened at the door, she didn't touch it.
Plus, you got saves +4, right? Bless on saves.
Oh yeah,
right?
yeah. You have a D4 to add to your save.
Oh, so that makes it a 20.
No, D4.
All right. So then,
The D4 that I rolled added on makes the whole roll a 20.
Oh, nice.
so since you made the save, that is 11 thunder damage that blew back at you when you kicked open the door.
Oh,
Good thing we healed you.
All right, that trap's gone. Everybody else.
Consider that trap disarmed.
Oh, and then the person that
no.
is up at the altar immediately turns around because that was loud enough not to.
Of course.
And I'm going to put everybody down here because I made the space to be the to actually
look
be
at
the the altar area. And Morgan was there, I guess. Garland. And up near the altar, which you've seen this place before. It is before it was dark and it was lit by your own lights, and the walls were a little shimmery, but now you can see like there's almost like a wet clear slime over these black unworked walls that just seem to be oozing from somewhere that you can't quite pinpoint.
Anyway.
And the light that is actually lighting this place now comes from like these flickering bursts of purple that run through the walls at irregular intervals. So everything that is more than 5 feet away from you is in dim light in here. So if you make ranged attacks, you are at disadvantage if you are more than 5 feet away.
If we have dark vision, does that fix? If we can see in the dark, does that?
Yes, you are
negate that? Okay.
Can't say I like what you've done with the place.
And as this person turns around, their face looks fairly normal. It's contorted in a look of rage, but the center of their robes falls open, and instead of seeing their chest, you see like an infinite darkness that is just in their torso.
You got a little something, like, right?
little schmutz there on your.
Yeah.
You might want to get that checked out.
Yeah.
So, once again, would all of you like to roll me initiative?
Like to?
Well, I can put you at the end if you don't want to roll.
You might as well just put me at the end.
I got a 7.
I bet you beat me, Morgan.
I mean, I have a +7, so
Yeah,
I
know
can't.
I know you beat me then.
I can't roll under an 8.
What did Zinling get?
5.
Okay. Morgan?
10.
Borrow?
22.
You're the last chance to go before this guy, and you barely did it.
Hey, buddy, come here.
So what you're telling me is there wasn't a chance.
Hey, it's okay.
I suppose I maybe could have tied him.
All right.
By the
So-
power invested in us by the city of Avalon, we order you to resist any and all supernatural activity.
Don't think of the Stay Puffed Marshmallow Man.
It should have been J. Edgar Hoover, and I stand by that.
So,
Ray, what did you do?
Ray. Okay, Burrow. Yeah, Borrow, what would you like to do?
Kill it.
Borrow from the
Um,
burrow.
Kill
Yep.
it hard.
I am gonna go hard.
Whoa.
Well,
Not that kind of show.
hey. Sometimes things have two different meanings.
Here's your mind.
Hump it hard, Borrow.
Definition two.
Anyway, all right. So that's shoot, I didn't count for that. All right. Well, I am going to. I guess I'm gonna. Shoot, I wish I wasn't 5 feet away. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Yeah, that's what I thought.
Don't you dash as a bonus?
Yeah, and I think that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna dash as a bonus, get up on them and strike them. I was kind of hoping to jump away, but
All
right.
Now, because of that clear slime that you saw everywhere,
oh god, no.
if you
Oh,
move more than
no.
half of your movement rate, please give me a dexterity save.
At least he's good at that.
I actually I think I have something that makes it so I don't.
Will you stop drooling?
Maybe I don't. I thought I had something that kept me from having difficult terrain or whatever. Okay, but you said dexterity?
You have fancy boots or something.
No, I thought it was an ability that the swashbuckler had. Oh god damn it. 10.
10 is
I
exactly,
am going to use
yeah,
You
I'll
have
just give
a
it to you.
D4.
Yeah, you
No.
did have a T4 too, but 10 is exactly the difficulty of this. It's not like super slippery, but it's enough that, it's a possibility you could go slip and slide.
okay.
So yeah, you maybe like the last 5 feet, you kind of skidded a little bit there, but
I'm gonna play it up and like act like I meant to do it and just kind of slide in with my sword forward and
Hey, said Lane, don't go in there.
stab at him.
Use it to your advantage. Use it like a slip and slide. And
Yeah,
Yeah.
like, just slide bullet first into his head kind of thing.
So that would be a 26 to hit.
26 does hit him.
Yeah, imagine that.
Unfortunately,
Good.
I don't get the sneak attack. Oh, you're kidding me.
You mean we didn't
minimum.
sneak up on him?
No, I don't think we're very sneaky in this case. 7 damage.
All right.
Could you imagine
Not
if
bloody.
Brandon had been like 26 to hit, and then Jared was like,
No.
miss.
Yes. Uh-oh. Run away, run away, run away.
Good night, everybody.
Nice party. Too bad we can't stay.
Oh goodness. All right. So that is that your turn?
Yeah.
All right. So he sees you standing right next to him,
Oh no.
and he is going to open. He grabs the flesh on either side of his chest and opens the
God.
void wider.
Oh no, don't suck him in.
That's not creepy at
Duel.
all.
Give me a strength save.
Oh no.
Say goodbye to Barrow.
Zool.
Gulp. Don't forget your
Was-
plus D. Don't forget your D4.
Yeah, I got your D4 on there.
Where's the D4?
It's the
Roll D4.
pointy one. Okay.
It's the stabby one.
You get to add 1.
Okay. 14.
14, he says.
Okay. Is that your final answer?
That is my.
Do you have lucky or anything left?
Oh yeah, and inspiration. That's okay. My bonus sucked, so go for it.
Okay. So let me just make sure. Yep, nobody else is affected by this.
Fuck, we're gonna lose the rogue already.
And you put him
Um,
from inside.
You get sucked in.
God.
You take 28 force damage as the force pulling you, the gravitational force pulling you into the void, like stretches and bends you in weird angles as you get pulled in.
Oh dear God.
Now,
Remember you.
if somebody wants to reach in, they can try and pull you back out.
I have a feeling this is the end of Barrow.
Hey, Garlic, you're a strong guy.
I mean, strong, you know.
All right. So that's his turn, though. That's all he's doing.
God damn it.
Morgan, what would you like to do?
He's. I'm sorry, who?
Yeah, Morgan. It's Morgan's turn.
Oh, it's my turn.
Yes.
What did Garland get for initiatives?
7.
Do. What does that do? Nope, that doesn't help right now. I could dimension door in there and grab bar.
I like this plan. I'm excited to be part of it.
Oh shit.
We throw him in a rope.
Yeah, actually, you could. I just like this image of throwing a rope into this guy's chest.
just attach a spear to it, yeah.
Ooh,
Like Caroline.
do I still have? I do still have a crossbow.
Don't you have your bouncy axe too?
Oh, I can throw the bouncy axe to borrow.
Grab the axe and ride it out.
I'm gonna try it.
I'll allow it.
I'm gonna try it.
You ride your
That's just
hammer?
the kind of wacky
No,
shit we need
I
right now.
throw it and then it pulls me along. Your hammer pulls you. Sorry.
Actually, hang on. I wish it would let you keep the spell open while you're in a different window. Okay.
I mean, I honestly I like inventiveness. So if you want to try and throw your axe into the void without harming him, so that Barrow has a chance of grabbing it,
yeah,
I would be fine with that.
17.
Okay. So you want to hit the void and not him, correct?
Yes.
Okay. So Barrow, as you are like being stretched and twisted in this void, you see the axe like flying in there. And I am going to let you have another strength saving throw to see if you can ride the axe out.
Ride the axe.
Do it. You can do it.
Add the D4.
This sounds like a ad campaign for Axe body spray. And then the D4. 2, 14.
14.
Yep,
Did you add your D4?
I did.
They should,
Is that
your
your final
inspiration.
answer?
use your whisperation.
I rolled a 12 naturally. I don't have any bonus in strength, and I don't. You know what? I'm gonna use a lucky just because I can choose that at least. Okay. 17.
All right. So the axe flies in, like everything is twisted and warped as you are like being pulled into this event horizon of the void. And the axe like comes through and it's oddly like stretched out, and you grab it, and all of a sudden it's like, "Woo." But then all of a sudden we just see this Barrow fly through the guy's chest holding onto the axe. So I'm going to say Barrow is right next to Morgan now.
You're bringing me coffee tomorrow.
Oh, that was weird.
All right, Garland.
I'm gonna bust his ass. I'm gonna bust his ass hard. First, for a bonus action, I do a fighting spirit
Okay.
because reasons. And my first attack is
Add a D4.
26.
That will hit.
And it hits for 13 points of damage.
All right. Not bloodied yet.
The second attack
I have a feeling you're going to be saying that a few times.
is 24
That hits.
for 8 points of damage.
All right. All right. And is that your turn?
Is he not bloodied yet?
He is not bloodied yet.
Fuck him up.
I action surge and I take another attack.
Okay.
One additional action, the attack action, which is 2 attacks, because that's what I get for an attack action. Yay!
Yep.
Why I do it. Okay, first attack.
Hey, buddy.
22.
Ow.
21, sorry.
Why are you drooling on me?
Because
Ugh. So one thing I'm not going to miss about
Now he
this
is
one.
bloodied.
Woohoo!
no, that was the attack roll.
Oh, that's the attack roll. If
When he
only the
hits it,
attack
take
roll
it.
did the damage too. No, okay then.
All right, so 7 and 6, 13 points of damage on that one.
Okay.
And then
Sweet boy.
He's bloodied now though.
19 and 7 is 26 and 4 is 30 to hit.
Yes.
For 11 points of damage.
All right.
Fuck him up, son.
You felt that one, didn't you, bitch?
You just hear like all of this like air rushing into his chest.
You're not sucking me.
Something like
Well, I had to go there because we already
Saw
did
the
it.
opportunity and you took it.
All right, Zindlane like steeples his fingers and twists his hands, and you see like an arc of lightning between his hands, and he sends the lightning in an arc towards the cultist and
Yeah.
casts Witch Bolt.
we also hear immigrant song playing.
Ah!
Hit him in the low hanging fruit.
17, 25
All right. To hit?
to hit.
Yes, that will hit.
40, 12 damage.
Oof.
I don't have that many d12s. Oh, I do have 40, 12. Roll it all at once.
I bought extra D12s in this set that I'm using because of my cleric using Toll the Dead.
36 damage.
Jeez.
And the lightning stays.
Mm-hmm.
It's
Okay.
stayed.
Yeah.
And he can like pulse it or something
Yeah,
every turn.
I get to do more damage next turn.
Okay, so you're gonna pulse on this guy. Okay.
All right.
I was
so-
gonna say I
badass.
almost said he was gonna tweak it every turn.
So as your electricity starts coursing through him,
Yeah.
you notice
Uh-oh.
the void getting wider,
Uh-oh.
and all of a sudden, like his arms both go at a weird angle, and then
Oh.
his legs do, and his
Uh-oh.
entire body folds into the void
Oh,
in his chest.
Shit, he's divided by 0.
So now, let's see. Oh God, I feel bad now.
Oh no.
Garland, you're the only one in range for this. So please give me a strength save.
All right then.
And
Really?
add a D4. Add a D4.
Mm-hmm.
17.
All right. So Garland, you are being pulled towards this electrified, singularity in the middle of this room, and right before you get to it, you feel this this gravity shear as it kind of like starts twisting you in directions you shouldn't go, and you take 11 points of damage, but then it collapses, and then the electricity just kind of goes.
Yeah, it's 40, 12 damage, and then 1d12 for every round after that.
And then you hear a little pop because
And your ears feel funny.
Yeah.
So, did he escape us or is he dead?
No,
I think he imploded.
Yes, he imploded. Also, as it is noted on the stat block, if you kill him before someone is pulled back out of the void, they're gone.
Yeah, you're definitely bringing me a cup of coffee
All
tomorrow.
right, go team. Yay.
So you see the wet, slimy room and the altar.
Open up the book.
The
Is-
altar has some dried brown stuff on it. I'm sure it was breakfast or something.
Oh, I'm sure. Yeah, yeah.
Has this been sanitized?
It's just spilled. It's just spilled syrup.
I pull a lemon scented rag out of my bag.
Let's do this thing.
All right. Who would like to attempt the reading?
Ooh, call on me. Call on me.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Let
go.
me put it this way. Does anyone not have a decent? Nobody has spellcraft, correct?
Nope. That's an intelligence thing. Come on now.
Yes. So the next route would be: does anyone have religion?
I do.
So I will let you decide amongst yourselves. I'm just saying that you could use Arcana or religion to perform this the ceremony.
So
you probably
metagaming.
want somebody with a positive bonus.
All right. Well, I will guide you through the ritual because
Okay.
I can read all of the writing in the book. And I think
Yeah.
I'm the only one that can read the book.
Yeah,
Yes.
Although we do have the footnotes version.
This
I
is
will
true.
say that since you can actually read the book, if you would like to help Morgan, she will get advantage on her checks.
Yeah, perfect.
I like it. I like
Yep.
it.
There
And
will
I-
be more than one check in order to enact this ritual.
Has a minute passed yet?
Yeah, probably.
Okay.
Hey, I'm gonna be over here by the door waiting for anybody who tries to come in and interrupt.
I'll be right next to him.
Oh, also, if anyone would like to make an intuition check to realize something, I will gladly let you do that.
Intuition.
I'm way too excited to do an intuition check.
Insight?
Insight, yes.
I'd love to do an insight check.
Who knows what skills are called?
That is a 24 insight.
All right. So it does occur to you, all of this other stuff came about because of the Bleak Testament, but the Bleak one was bound before anyone had the Bleak Testament. So this may not get rid of him.
Yeah. I share that insight that I've had.
So we still got to kill one more motherfucker.
At least one.
You,
Yes.
you see like Zindlane's eyes kind of like roll around in his head as he's trying to process this because he clearly was just about to do the ritual just because he wanted to do the ritual. Didn't really fully realize that there was an other purpose to it. Like, oh yeah, yeah, we did have like a yeah. We weren't doing this ritual just because it was cool. All right, yeah, that sounds good.
Remember, Zindlane, remember? Save the world.
Yeah. I know. We don't need to remake it to save it. Yeah. We've been over this. That was a lie, and that was I should not have believed it.
That was the other dude.
I'm better now. We don't have to worry about that.
Yes. Well, I'm just saying the goal is still save the world
Yeah, save the world. Save the world save the world to
by
save
saving it.
Right,
Yep.
by saving it, not by
The
remaking
cheerleader saved the world.
it.
All
Okay.
right. So, I am going to say you have done enough research here. I will even tell you what the difficulty you're shooting for is, and I'll let you know what you can do to mitigate this difficulty. You will have advantage on this. The difficulty for each phase of the ritual is going to be 20. You have advantage, and here's the offer that I will make you, is that if you are willing to accept corruption, I will let you roll a d6. You will get that many points of corruption, and you can add that to your total. And I will let you know where the cutoff points on corruption are. With 1 or 2 points of corruption, you gain a new flaw that has to do with your corruption. With 3 to 4, you get a specific lesser corruption that manifests on you. With 5 to 6, your alignment shifts.
Oh,
And with 7 or 8, you get a greater corruption. And at 9 plus, if you go to 0, you are making death saves at disadvantage because things are trying to actively pull your soul into the afterlife.
that sounds like a fair deal.
So let me know if you want to add corruption. We'll roll a d6 and add up your total, and you can add that to your roll.
I'm taking on the corruption.
If you are the one that is going to be performing this part of the ceremony, yes.
Mhm.
If you're
Okay.
making the checks.
I'm making the checks.
Don't write a check if you can't cash it.
All right. So would you like to attempt the first phase of this ritual?
I would love to.
All right.
Do I want to use these D20s?
Wish I understood more than I wish I understood the intent behind these words, because I know what we're supposed to do, but like
Oops.
No, oops.
I mean,
No, the D4 fell into the tray, and I was like, where did that come from?
Zenlane,
Okay.
you get the idea that you could probably, if you study this long enough, learn those words that the two guys in the other room used against you.
No. No.
So
Yes.
I'm gonna roll a D6.
Okay.
DM says you're gonna die. Roll a d6.
Yes, yes, I love that song. Brings it to 21, but I take 4 points.
Ooh. All right. So
Not quite an alignment shift.
no, not quite. So first, I think your corruption flaw. So this, you could play up to this to get a point of this is just like any of your other traits, but you now have the flaw of everyone is out to get me.
Oh God, that fits your character.
Does it though?
Well,
I mean, if you keep getting corrupted, I'm gonna put you down, but
I'm okay with that, honestly. I'm looking for a place to put that flaw down. Will it let
shoot
me?
you in the head? Because I'll do it. I got 3 guns.
Sorry, put in the flaw down. Save.
I mean, you've been saying that you've been threatening to put me down for a while now. You've never done it.
Yes,
So
then you wised up.
No, like I like direct eye contact with Garland, and I'm like, no. If it gets to that point, do it.
and your lesser corruption is your fingernails fall out.
Oh gosh.
Ugh.
Dear.
I'm gonna die. I should have healed people before I started this.
Now you did successfully do the first
Mm-hmm.
leg of this.
Yes.
If you want to hand it off to someone else to do the next one, that's fine.
But I'm the only person that has a bonus.
You don't want me standing there reading that thing.
Nope.
Well, it's difficulty 20.
I've only got a +3, guys.
And is that plus that the corruption plus is just on that one roll? It's not a
No.
continuing bonus.
Nope, I'm gonna keep going.
Do it.
So like, I'll give it a shot.
Now,
should've-
you all still have, well, actually, you have advantage anyway. So, Zenlane, you wouldn't have the bonus, but you would have advantage if you did a leg of this.
Well, if you want to do one more, then I can take it.
Okay.
I can take a shot.
No.
Should have studied harder. I'ma roll a D6.
Oh, what happened? You failed, so you had to take a corruption.
Yeah. I'm mathing. Okay. So with the D6, I made a 22.
Okay, that's good.
But I rolled a 6 on the D6.
Wow.
10.
Oh, jeez. All right. So, I don't think. What brand of evil would you slide into?
So I'm
And this doesn't mean you don't still care about your kids. So I mean, that's still a.
Honestly, I've kind of been sliding in that direction anyway. I'm neutral good.
Okay.
So I guess neutral evil,
That's kind of a pragmatic evil.
kind of with a hint of law, maybe. Because
Okay.
if you're going to be evil, there might as well be structure to it.
The good thing is your greater corruption, it actually has a benefit in addition to whatever else it does. All right. So you now have an arcane mark on your forehead.
Oh,
Any so any supernatural evil creatures that see you, you have advantage on charisma checks.
oh.
Bonus.
And also now when you're making death saves, you are at disadvantage.
You want me to take a shot at it?
Yes, please.
Morgan?
I will say at this point, when you did the first part of the ritual, and I should probably say it's taking about 10 minutes for each leg of these things. And when you did the first leg of the ritual, you felt like it worked. You know, you could feel that deep kind of connection to it. But now that you did the second leg, everyone that's in this room starts seeing the slime start to dry up.
Wait. What?
That's good. It's working.
Yeah.
Oh. Cool.
I think I kind of like back up from the book and I'm kind of gasping.
And like I catch it just as before it falls out of your hand.
Come on, Z, bring this thing home.
All right. So, is there anything I can do to make it better, make myself better at this? I don't think so. No. All right, cool. I'm gonna take some corruptions. So, do I roll that first, or do I roll the d20 first?
Roll the check first and see if you need to roll the D6.
If it's worth it, you mean?
Can I atone myself? I have a spell for atonement.
Unfortunately, in the
I have
history of most clergies, someone atoning themselves usually does not go well.
And I have advantage, right, Jared?
Yeah.
Yes, you do.
Okay, it's not gonna do it. It's not gonna succeed.
Okay.
No matter. Can I use an inspiration to re-roll this whole thing?
Not normally,
No.
but I will let you tonight. Just tonight only.
All right. Well, I've got a 17 right now, so if I roll a 3 or better on this d6, I'll succeed.
Mhm.
5.
5, right into the alignment change section.
I'm evil. I'm evil. I'm evil. I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. I'm evil. I'm evil. I'm evil.
Gosh, they have medication for that, right?
So your corruption flaw is I eat and drink to excess all the time.
Oh God.
Wait, that's the old me.
Yeah.
I'm just tail spinning.
That's why it's a dark fantasy setting. All right. And that's nice. You get vestigial horns.
Huh. I eat
Oh,
and drink to
man.
success all of the time. Is that what you said?
Yes.
Is your patron gonna have a problem with an alignment shift?
Probably. I mean, no, of course not. Right?
So after about 30 minutes, between the two of you, you have brought this home. We're going to you don't see this yet, but as we pan across the district, you can see that like the bone swarm that's in the other room just clatters to the ground. You see the over in one section of the city, you see Sarah defending several people from the Howling Abomination. And just as the Howling Abomination is about to like reach one of its mouths over Sarah and devour her, it gets like sucked up into the void and disappears.
Pop.
And Sarah gets to be the hero that defended all the people in the street and kept the Howling Abomination from ripping them to shreds.
Yay.
And people like run around dumping garbage in her mouth from buckets. She's an Atyug. I mean,
That makes more sense now that I remember she's a Atyug.
Yeah.
What the fuck are you talking about? There's garbage in the mouth.
I had to work Sarah in again before the end of the campaign.
Yeah.
So, you know, we kind of see all of these things kind of reversing from the district, and you also see, like, you know, cinematically, we cut to all of the seals that haven't been destroyed, and all the cracks that were in them now kind of repair themselves. Like, they're not indestructible, but they definitely have reversed a lot of the damage that was done to them. The ones that are gone are still gone, but the ones that are left are reinforced now. So now we cut back to all of you standing there. You can definitely see, I mean, you see the mark on Morgan's forehead and you see the horns on Zinlane's head. How does Garland and Barrow react to this?
You guys still with me?
Yeah, that's change.
Ooh, interesting.
Oh yeah, what flavor of evil would Zinlane be in? I'm actually thinking if you get back into the noble thing, lawful evil kind of seems.
Yeah, definitely lawful evil. I mean, if I get just the right hat.
So, as you're kind of taking in your two friends that have had their
Zinlane's like feeling his body to see if there's any other changes. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay.
And from over here, you start to see this kind of rift in reality tearing itself open. And for a moment, you see the body of the other cleric of Hermes that was locked in the prison, and the Bleak one is speaking with her voice for the moment. Unfortunately, this one wasn't overly willing to provide a vessel, so she is going to burn out. I will have to face you in my own form. I have eternity to enact this again. What you have done, I can begin again. I want you all to know this was futile, and 2 of you have damaged your souls in the process. So I am amused by this entire situation. Would you like me to painlessly erase you from existence, or are we going to do this in a more difficult manner?
Get fucked.
Barrow says, fuck you, and shoots him with a crossbow bolt.
Yeah.
Oh, you know what? Go ahead and do that first.
Can I do a spell too?
Oh, nope.
You totally. I was gonna do something, husband.
A streak of lightning goes over his shoulder.
Inspiration. Yeah, because I rolled a 1. 23 to hit.
23 will hit it.
D6 got stuck. Shit.
See, you should have let me finish.
You wanted to
12
do
damage.
a third. Wanted to do a third go at the book.
No, I'm saying I was going to do something, but
Oh, okay.
Brandon interrupted me because that's what he does.
Shoot.
And so now he owes me 2 coffees.
Hey, I've got higher initiative.
Barely.
All right, so that was what, 13 you said?
12.
Well,
All right. So when you shoot it, you notice. Well, actually, you shoot, and the thing like leaves the body, and so it lets the bolts like hit it right in the head and like splatter her brains out, and then drops the body on the ground. But it did take a minimal amount of damage here, less than you would have hoped. So it may be resistant. And let us roll initiative.
Oh.
If it makes you feel any better, I have a total of 12, so you'll probably be able to go ahead of me this time.
stop rolling the same number as me, Brandon. It's like a 4th time tonight.
So Garland and Barrow were both at 12.
Yep.
All right. What did Morgan get?
16.
All right. And Zinlane?
3.
All right. I gotcha.
Doesn't get much lower than that.
You're going first next round.
I rolled a 2.
All right. Well, that means the Shambler gets to go first.
The shambling what?
The Dimensional Shambler.
Shamble this.
So not the Bleak one?
Well, it is the Bleak one, but you know,
Okay.
that's its title. Yes.
I was thinking there was 2 things that we were fighting now. Wait a minute. Hang on.
No, the Bleak one is a Dimensional Shambler.
I'm like, shit, be sneaking up on us in here? What?
And no more slime on the floor. So, okay, so it oozes its way out of the body, and that means if you could, that is really weird.
It's weird.
Well, I've never seen this before, but it is asking for a Constitution save, whether or not to be afraid of it.
Constitution?
Yes, that is.
Isn't it usually wisdom?
Yeah, that's really weird.
I'm thinking that's a typo.
Yeah, I'm gonna say go ahead and make a Wisdom save.
The cleric thanks you. Woohoo! Well, I made that one.
Wait, everybody making the save? Sorry.
Yes, as long as you can see this thing.
Can
This
I make?
thing, it's-
Can I do Constitution?
No.
Well, it doesn't matter. I got a 6.
Okay.
I got a 5.
Damn.
All right.
I'm still feeling out this new alignment.
Don't worry, guys. I got this.
This thing should be listening to me. All right. So is anybody afraid?
Probably me.
I'm assuming I am because I rolled a 6.
Yes.
I got a 26.
You are not afraid.
And 17, I'm assuming is.
You are fine.
So the other 2 are afraid.
Okay.
I'm
So-
pissed.
You have disadvantage acting against it, and you cannot move closer to it, but you can still attempt to attack it. So on its turn, I think it's going to, it dives, it moves, but when it moves, it kind of like dives into a space between reality and then reappears right in front of Garland.
Mm.
And Garland, give me a wisdom save.
I just did that. $11.
All right. So it lunges at you, and both of them disappear for a few seconds, and then they reappear. Garland, you are driven through this void, and you feel like you're endlessly falling, and your essence is like on multiple different planes of reality. Then you reappear, pop, and you take 21 points of psychic damage.
Jesus.
Ow!
Also, you're not fully sure that all of your parts came back from whatever dimension you just shifted through. So that was its turn. Borrow, what would you like to do?
I am. Guess I'm gonna just shoot it since I'm not gonna move closer to it. Hiding my eyes and shooting at it.
Okay. Also, Garland, your sword is definitely buzzing right now.
That's 16 to hit.
That will hit.
Okay. And this is my hand crossbow, so it's not magical. So 9 damage.
All right. So it hits it. Part of its gooey protoplasm form shoots off of it, but it doesn't hit it squarely. Almost like its shifting form is difficult to harm with normal weapons. All right. Garland, what would you like to do? Your sword is like, it is the time.
Balls out, baby.
Definition 2.
I was about to ask, did they come back with you?
Fighting spirit. Activate fighting spirit. And I attack.
All right. And you're doing 2d6 extra damage to this thing.
Damn right I am.
With your magic sword.
Yeah. Okay. Are you fucking kidding me? Really? Really?
What did you do?
Rolling with advantage, I get a 3 and a 1.
Wow.
That sword, man.
That sword really doesn't like hitting. It really does not want to hit demons. It's all bite and all bark and no bite.
I am going to say, since this thing is all shifty, like you had this perfect swing on it, and it just kind of like warped 5 feet over to the side for a second.
Yeah. 10 is not going to do anything to this thing. So. Second attack. Fuck it, son. Okay, and I get to re-roll. Because I forgot to do this before, but it didn't matter. Crit with a melee weapon attack. Roll one of the weapon's damage dice again and add it to the crit damage. Yay.
Yay.
Okay, so
you're doing 46 extra damage.
damn right. So let's just add this up quick before we do anything else. Uh, 12. Mathing is hard. Ow. 18. Uh, 28. 37.
Nice. You have just touched on its bloody threshold. And when you make solid contact, it hisses and you hear this warbling voice saying, "Where's that sword from? It must be from outside near the void. That is not possible." It is not happy with the touch of this weapon.
What was that about? You got eternity to do this shit, pal?
All right. So, Morgan, what would you like to do?
Finish
Morgan,
him.
yeah. Morgan's pissed. Morgan's like wrapped up in like anger and frustration and self-loathing. And she's gonna cast Guiding Bolt at level 4. Oops, I don't want that. Go away. That is a 25 to hit.
That will hit.
I'm ready.
Fuck his shit up.
Not as good of a roll as I had last time, but 24 radiant damage.
Nice.
Pardon me.
So you strike it, and it, when you hit it with the bolt, it looks at you and goes, "Your magic has been touched by Erlig." As part of it like boils off and hits the floor.
Oh, and also the next attack against it has advantage.
All right. Zindlane.
Hold on a second. Sorry. All right. I'm gonna try the. Oh shit! Because everything's at disadvantage.
But the next attack against him gets advantage, so that would cancel out, and you can
Yeah.
do a flat roll against him.
Yep.
Okay,
Mhm.
Cool. So I'm gonna try my witch bolt attack again.
All right. No, you don't get immigrant song if you're lawful evil.
Oh darn it! Lawful evil. Let me think of. I gotta think of a new
Iron Man.
No, claw. I'm definitely claw.
No, I meant the Black Sabbath song.
Oh right. Oh, 26.
That will hit.
Fuck yes.
Eat it.
Oh god. That's cock. All right, that's a little better.
Oh, wait a
All
minute.
right,
That's
22, 23, 24, 25. 25 damage.
All right. It is
Sorry.
in bad shape.
I rolled a 1, a 2, a 10, and a 12.
It is like you
Fuck
you
his
strike
shit
it,
up.
and this electricity starts like turning all of its protoplasm into gas. And it's
There's
just
like streaks of black in my lightning now.
"You too have touched Erlig's magic. You should not use the weapons that I was unleashing against me."
I mean, maybe if you were nicer.
Oh goodness. So it is going to florpy dorp around here. And I think it wants to get away from Garland because of the sword. So it is going to shift through the dimensions and reappear behind
Oh
Morgan.
god.
Not far enough, Dick. By the way, not everybody here has been touched by Erlig.
All right.
Bad
So
touched by an Erlig.
does a 17 hit Morgan?
barely.
All right.
This is gonna be bad.
Ooh, yeah, it will, because that second roll was a 20. All right, so the first slash is 17 slashing damage.
Okay.
The second slash is... Oh boy, unfortunately I do have enough d10s for this.
We will avenge you.
The second slash is 30 points of damage.
I am down.
Yes, it slashed you and you are down.
And you're making your death saves at disadvantage.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
All right, that was its turn. Oro.
And I knew what the consequences were when I made the decision, so no regrets.
So is there going to be any way to shake this fear at all?
Oh,
Yeah, if the cleric could have cast something.
Oh, well, shit.
Yep.
yes, actually, Zinlane, you can make a save at the end of your turn, and Borrow, you can make a save at the end of this turn.
Of my next
Okay.
turn, you mean? I can make a save?
No, you were supposed to make a save at the end of this
Okay.
turn. I just didn't.
Oh, no, probably not good enough. Wisdom save 14.
No, didn't quite shake it.
Now, if it was a Constitution save, I probably would have made it.
If only.
Yep.
All right, Barrow frantically realizes that he shifted directions and fires in the other direction now with a that would be a disadvantage. 15 and 8. Okay, so that is a 16 to hit.
A 16 will hit.
Okay. And that is 10 damage.
Help you?
So you tag it, it splatters, and I am going to let you know this. It is discorporal, but if you look, it is rolling together very, very slowly. What would you all like to do?
I'm going to kill it.
Well, actually, I should probably keep this still in. So its turn. It doesn't come back together yet. Morgan, please make me a death save.
Nope.
Okay, that is one. Garland, now, what would you like to do?
Fighting spirit. First attack. Oh,
You have advantage.
it's on the 20 and it rolled over.
Bob, I'm just going to tell you this. It's a puddle of goo. If you hit it, it's gone.
Yeah, well, I'm pretty sure an 11's not going to hit it, right?
Did you roll with advantage?
Yes, I rolled with advantage.
Okay.
I got a 4 and a 1.
Okay, so no, somehow you managed to miss the slowly rolling goo.
Second attack. Are you? No. I'm not getting the exact same
Bob,
in this fucking dice roller. Fuck you.
go get ice.
Fuck you.
Oh,
Fuck you, Jobu.
so you did not hit the slowly moving goo?
Doesn't sound like it.
You have any action surges or anything left?
I'd offer you inspiration, but I don't have it.
I'd offer you inspiration, but I might need it.
My action surge already.
All right.
Fucking fuck.
Zinlane?
Every time I try to hit a demon with this thing,
Right?
some demon.
Sindlane is going to do the thing that seems to make the most sense and pop a sacred flame right on the pile of goo.
Okay.
Hopefully, the pile of goo does not have a good reflex save.
No, it does not save, and the radiant blast burns away the last of the goo. I really wanted the sword to be the thing that took this thing out.
So did I. 4 and a 1. Twice.
Maybe you tripped over my body.
You were distracted. Okay, so now we are technically out of initiative. I'm going to have Morgan roll one more time before anyone else does anything. Don't roll a 1.
No, I didn't roll a 1, but I definitely failed.
Okay.
Do
So
we have any of that tea left over from? Didn't I don't remember.
I'm not Doctor Who.
No, didn't Bob's person give us some tea or something to bring
No,
with us?
aid potions.
Aid potions.
I
What
think
do
we
those
got
do
I
again?
got an aid potion from somebody that I just realized I had.
Yeah.
What does that do again? That feels like a thing we should use.
I don't know. I got a better idea though. I have a greater healing potion I'm going to pour down her throat.
Or that, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh God, it's not from Brewer, is it?
Yeah, it probably is.
God damn.
Is that left over from the beginning, from the first session of the campaign?
No, this is much newer.
Oh my
much
goodness.
newer.
It hasn't fermented yet.
No
So
bugs.
just-
No bugs. We checked.
Yeah, pour it through a sieve first, please.
Roll yourself 44 plus 4.
Yep, and I'll look up on my chart here.
Is that what I have to do? I wasn't here for it. That was before I joined the game. 1, 2. This is very difficult to do when you're holding a cat. There's 44. All right, and you said plus 4?
Yep.
$11. Is that 11? What do I do with that 11?
That's hit points.
You get back those hit
Okay.
points. Now I just need to see what else might happen from the potion.
No,
would
we get
you like-
Morgan bugs.
Would you like to roll the D100 or should I roll the D100?
Yeah, I actually do have a decade die here. Don't get to use those terribly often outside of Invisible Sun. 88.
88.
That was a good year, actually.
Wow. The
My alignment fixes itself.
The numerical effects of the potion are doubled.
Oh,
Ooh,
So you got back 22 hit points.
nice. I'm okay with that.
There you go. That means you have 18 more hit points than I do.
Would you like me to fix that?
It's a lot better than like magical explosion or turns into a poison or
yeah.
You vomit up a bug that
yes. Oh. So yes, you are stable now and
Stable but
feeling
evil.
pretty healthy.
Relatively stable. Physically stable.
All right,
Physically
kids.
stable.
What else is on our checklist?
Well, we took out the cult and the books, so
Yes. I would like to, if you don't mind. There are some things that are going to happen in the district that you will be involved in, but I want to know what all of you do for the next week before all of this comes together.
I'm seeking therapy.
I'm having a good old long conversation with my angel
Yeah.
about whether or not they're willing to support me still.
They are very terse with you, and they tell you your purpose is to defend the city. My purpose is to defend what's left of the world. Do not lose sight of that.
I can still do that.
Do not lose sight of that. There is a link between us. I can touch your soul. Do not lose sight of your purpose.
Yeah, no, that sounds great. I can defend the city, no problem. I don't understand why you're being so serious, man.
So,
I'm just like completely not understanding the gravity of the situation here.
Yeah. That sounds like Z.
so to clarify,
Mhm.
I am gonna go find other clergy of Hermes.
Okay.
There is a cleric level 1 cleric spell for atonement.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to seek out somebody who has that because, like, I feel like my soul's like split in two.
All right. And in the wake of this, it's not too hard to, find another clergy member in a neighboring district. And you do have there are griffins near all of the gates at the moment, like not sure what's going on in there, and they question you, and as soon as they see that you're clergy, they're like, well, it's all right, go on ahead, but
Well, what's that weird mark on your forehead?
Right.
there's plenty of people in Avalon with weird marks on their forehead.
After the other two, I do have one thing that I wanted to actually do as a kid character.
Okay. So there is something else that happens in this next week for you, Zenlane, but you've already talked to your angel, so let's find out what Barrow and Garland want to do.
So I was thinking that since Morgan's a little bit preoccupied at the time, I'm going to help out the kids as much
Okay.
as I can.
So you have one kid that is always glaring at you, and the other one that idolizes you at this point, and the other ones are somewhere in the middle.
Yeah, and I try to endear myself even to the one that thinks I'm a scab still.
But you notice, the term scab, the longer you're with them, is almost said with a certain amount of endearment. Like every so often they'll even be like, I mean, I get it, you already look like a kid, I can see how somebody could mistake.
Maybe I should grow a beard.
and he walks up, she's like, look. So Garland, what are you doing in this intervening?
I'm kind of torn. I want to, root out any other corruption in the district. Not like metaphysical corruption, like demon taint. I mean, like corruption, like bad griffins and. So I think I'm gonna kind of go around town and do that kind of thing, look for shit that ain't right and give them the Garland look.
All right. Do you go back to Mother Ninra's at any point in time?
Oh yeah.
You see, she is packing up the place, and she looks at you and she says, I have something to give you. And she hands you a piece of paper in an envelope.
Okay, what's this?
Do you open it up?
Yeah.
It is the deed to the boarding house.
What? I don't understand.
And she pats you on the cheek and she goes, I feel like this district may be at a turning point, and my talents may be needed elsewhere.
Well, you will be missed. I appreciate everything that you've done for us.
I have to admit, you have given me a much better perspective on things than I once had. And you notice like all these things that she has packed up. She now pulls out this bag and she starts like shoving trunks into this bag, and they all fit in the bag. And you notice the more she is shoving these trunks in these things, the taller she appears. And she is about 8 feet tall at this point. And her appearance is a lot more hag-like at the moment. And she looks at you and she goes, I owe it to you to see who I actually am. I retired here to feed off of the sorrow of people here, and there were so many people that were in pain and suffering that I didn't need to cause it anymore. And the longer that I fed off of people that were naturally in pain and sorrow, the more I didn't want to cause pain and sorrow. I realized that if I just make people feel better, I could feed and also provide a service as well. And then I felt like I was part of the community.
Well then, I appreciate you letting me know that, and I will keep your secret. You don't have to worry about that. And
like
whatever
while she
district ends up with you is going to be better off.
And while she is still this intimidating 9-foot tall hag, she like grabs your shoulder and kisses you on the forehead with these like iron teeth in her mouth. Such a good boy. She pats you on the shoulder, and she takes a few steps, and like as she's walking away from you, she still looks like the hag, but then as she walks through the doorway, she looks like Mother Ninra again. And then she walks off.
All right.
So Zindlane, at some point when you're talking to your angel and he's being very terse with you, your sister walks up beside you and puts her hand on your shoulder.
Whoa. Oh. Hey, sis.
And she has this very strange vacant look in her face. And she goes, we weren't destined to be alone in our own thoughts, were we?
No, we weren't.
We were guided down this path for a long time, whether or not it was our fault or not.
Yeah, I think that sometimes we are who we are.
I filled up that emptiness with something.
Uh-oh.
Oh.
Yes, the coven needed someone more directly involved in things, and they were willing to share a bit of their essence with me.
Are you okay?
Oh, I'm fine. And when you look at her face, she does not have eyes. She looks somewhat like a lamplighter.
Ho ho. Are you still my sister?
Yes, but I am something more as well.
Can I call on you?
You can, but my final gift as your sister before I do the work of the coven, because unfortunately the coven doesn't just watch over this part of the city, it has several other districts as well. I may see you from time to time, but there are many pressing things that I need to do. But as a parting gift, I would like to see if at least one of us can be alone in their own thoughts.
Oh.
I could attempt to repair your soul, if you would like that.
From
But
what damage?
The part of our soul that our family
Oh, that damage. Okay, just making sure that.
Which one?
Which damage are we talking about here?
if I repair your soul, the taint from Erlig would be gone, the voice from the being in the void would be gone. You wouldn't touch anything beyond this plane anymore. And I want to know if that's what you want.
But then who would I be?
You would be whoever you chose to be for once in your life.
But I don't know who that is.
And she looks at you and she goes, you are my brother, and deep down you were the best of all of our siblings. I have faith that you could be great without our family and without anything attached to your soul, but I won't force it on you.
And Zinlane's like having a crisis of conscience right now, because like he's always been told what to do and who he is and where to be and who to be. What do you think I should do?
I can't tell you what your path is, but I can tell you this: you're already a hero.
And then he like looks to the angel. What do you think I should do?
And the angel just sends back this very cold, you are a weapon to keep the city in order.
Can I sleep on it?
And she goes, I'm going to have to leave tonight.
Do it.
And as soon as you say do it, like almost faster than you can realize, she shoves her hand into your chest and she pulls out this black rotted something. And for a visual reference, if you've seen the Keanu Reeves Constantine movie, yeah. So she pulls this out and she reaches her other hand in, and you feel this hand pulling parts of something inside you, maybe your soul, together and holding them, and it burns for a few seconds, and then she lets go.
And
you hear nothing in your head for possibly you don't hear like the drunken whispering that you've heard. You don't hear anything else. You just it's empty. Like for the first time when you hear your own thoughts, you are sure they're yours.
And then like he opens his eyes wide and you see a bit of panic, and then like and then all of a sudden a peace comes over him and he just collapses and falls asleep.
And you don't see this, but the audience sees this. She leans over and hugs you as you're sleeping. She kind of brushes your hair back and pulls the blanket over you. And then she walks outside and she leaves in the company of one of the lamplighters.
Wow.
So Morgan, you find another priest of Hermes in the what is the neighboring district? I am going to say you find someone in the Dockward border, so it's another poorer district because the other district is where the Church of Enlightenment had a lot of sway. And so in the Dockward border, you have some people that are also tending. They have a lot of urchins that are running messages around here. It's a bigger district. They don't have the same problem with the flooding that your district has, but it's still not in great shape. And they look at you and they ask, like, we haven't heard anything good coming out of that district for months now. What's going on over there?
This city is full of ancient and twisted beings, and sometimes they are eyes. And I did what it took, and it should be safer now.
We can feel the taint on your soul, and we believe that because you have come to us of your free will and want it removed, we should be able to perform the ceremony that will force it out of you. However, the church would like an assurance from you. we would like to place a geesh on you. And what we need you to do is to provide us with a champion from among your children. It doesn't have to be immediate. They can be adults. We just need someone from the children in your immediate care that is taught everything that you know, your ability to connect with the supernatural, so that they can act as a champion for us. Select the best one, train them well, prepare them for a hard life. But we need to know that at least one of the children that you're looking after will be able to do this.
Well, that should be fairly simple.
And they perform the ceremony, and it's strange because, you know, the feeling that you have was not natural. Like you aren't naturally that person, so some of that boils away, but not as much as you would have hoped, because some of it was building. So even when they remove what the book had placed within you, you're still feeling like, you know, you're a little bit damaged. It's almost like what had ripped open naturally, they sewed apart, you know, they sewed back together up to that point where it started ripping naturally.
Mm-hmm.
But you do have a little bit more peace now. And then they place this on you, and it feels like there is almost like a rigid piece of metal in your brain that every so often, it doesn't intrude all the time, but every so often when your thoughts go anywhere close to what you're doing with the children, it just kind of like reminds you that you have a specific purpose that you need to be performing. And to a certain extent, you never quite feel comfortable as long as you're thinking of the children, which is a little, you don't get quite the same feeling of relaxation around the children anymore. Doesn't mean that you don't still have, you know, the feelings for them that you have. It's just you always feel that kind of rigid part of your brain reminding you on top of your normal feelings, not subverting them. And of course, when you come back, you see that Barrow has been spending time with them.
Nobody's eaten their dinner properly. No one's been, you know, bedtime's been ignored. No one's been doing the laundry.
But did anybody die?
But
Everybody's alive. It's a win.
Tina walks up to you and says, but you know how Barrow was showing me how to throw things? Watch this trick. And she pulls out a bottle and she slaps it against a table, and the cap flies up and she catches the cap. And then she gets ready to drink it, and you notice this is a bottle of beer that she's
Let's not do that.
We're glad you're back. We were kind of afraid that you looked sad when you left.
Sometimes you got to make hard choices.
And are you going to have to make any hard choices where you're not around anymore?
Maybe.
I just we all were talking, and we really don't want to see you gone as much as you have been. I mean, I know you had to be. It's not, we're not blaming you for anything. We kind of hope we can just spend some time just here with you.
That's the plan.
And then as our final bit here before we get to what resolves in the district, there are two people in robes that are very short. They have these very multicolored robes with all of these symbols on them.
Oh no.
And you see a married couple of barge folk walking up to Barrow, and your mother reaches for your face and like pinches your cheeks and goes, "Oh my goodness, you're all right."
Yeah, I mean, I could take care of myself.
And then she hugs you, and then she grabs your ear and she goes, "Why did you steal our cipher?"
Wanted to make my way in the world myself.
It's all right. From what we heard, you put it to good use, keeping this district from imploding. So we're going to have to stay with you a while. We were worried about you, and your father gave away every bit of worthwhile magical trinkets that we had accumulated over the years to a lamplighter to get updates on what was going on with you.
Nice.
Why'd you do that? You didn't have to do that.
We were worried about you, and you just disappeared, and we didn't even know what district you were in for a while. Why did you pick this district?
Because it was the furthest one away, and people tend to disappear in here. I thought that would be my way to just kind of get out of things.
And your
He
father
was
is
stealing my work.
and your father is like, "You wanted to get away from us?" And he covers your mother's ears.
I didn't want to live under the shadow of you two, so I wanted to make my own way in this world.
Well, now you don't need to make your own way. You can make a place with us because we're moving in with you. And they
Oh,
both
God.
hug you.
Which is going to be a trick because he lives in someone else's attic.
About that.
And then, as that's going on, your mother looks at your swords and goes, "What does this mean?"
I'll be fully honest with you. I guess I'm kind of an assassin. Not that I do it. It's more of a technicality.
You assassinate one person, all of a sudden.
So
I took out one guy, and trust me, he was horrid.
And your father covers your mother's ears again. We heard some of this from the lamplighter, but we didn't want to believe it was true. But it's all right. It's all right. We're all going to be together again. So, for the district itself, Abara is calling for a council of the Isles because she has inherited basically the vermin catcher's mantle now that Grandmother Shark is gone. And she is calling together just about everyone that's still left in the district that has any important affiliation. So she is calling Armand, the fence, the ragmender, Brewer, Brother Sebastian, Valkyrie Marley, Gina, and Shania is being called in here. And they specifically, and the Extortioners Guild, who has an office in the corner of town, who used to give Garland jobs way back when. And Barrow, you are being called to represent the Night Knives.
Sure, why not?
And Morgan, of course, you are the representative of Hermes. The rest of you can show up whether or not you have official standing or not. So in this this big discussion, Abara is basically saying that we don't want the Griffins back. If we can find some way to organize things to where we don't have to have a Griffins garrison here, I don't want to see them in this district again. They fucked us. And
I'll take over security.
Well, what we were kind of hoping was we can come up with some, rotating staff of people to deal with problems. But we have two solutions. One, you over there, short stuff. We need you to be able to take contracts out on people if they get too far out of hand. We're not going to do anything up front. What we're going to do is, if somebody knows that we have the Night Knives to call in to off someone, that's going to keep some of the worst malefactors from doing things. Two, Shania here is going to be our watch captain, which means we're going to pay her to say that there is a garrison here and to file reports and everything is doing fine.
Man, my some of my old habits start bubbling up in the back of my head, and my fingers start feeling kind of sticky. I'm like, ooh, maybe I'll be teaching the kids more than just supernatural mumbo jumbo.
And you can kind of see, you know, Shania has always wanted to be the good cop and to actually have, you know, the Griffins do what they're supposed to be doing. And there is a certain resignation on her face now that this is actually the best she can do for this district. Is to keep the other Griffins from coming in and be that, you know, that buffer. So she's a little resigned, not quite as she's a little bit more jaded than she was when you first met her. But then Gina mentions to Ibarra, you know, if we could get rid of this whole extra, you know, thing where the vermin catchers get, you know, extra cuts of every contract from all the other guilds in town, we might be able to get the excavators in to fix the sewers and make things better.
Dear God, yes, please.
And you notice Ibarra for a second, she was like, but I don't know that I can go to my guild and tell them that I've given up power in this district when we've had it for so long. Would anyone like to try and convince Ibarra, especially somebody that, I don't know, might be a good friend of hers?
I mean, like Zindlane will kind of, Zindlane's been like in the shadows, like in the corner, like just kind of not engaging. And if you weren't looking closely, you probably didn't even see him there. But he'll kind of like step up and like put a hand on Ibarra and says, well, with it's, you know, when the tide rises, all boats are lifted. I think that there's a way that that your guild can benefit in the long term, even if they're giving up a little in the short term.
Give me a persuasion check.
Does the ragmender recognize Zindlane?
We'll deal with that in 1 second.
I got a 27.
All right.
So I'm like, we will arrange it so that your guild profits in the long run, but for the benefit of giving up a little bit now.
I want dry feet.
And Ibarra thinks about it for a minute and she goes, you know what? It's in lane. I don't want there being any stinking uppity nobles, but you know a little bit about this whole like networking stuff. I want you to be our chief arbitrator for our council here in this district.
Zindlane kind of looks at her and nods and is like, yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking as well.
And she looks around to
I
all...
should be in charge of this district. He says in his head.
And she looks
the
around.
loud part quiet and the quiet part loud.
I'm fairly perceptive. I can almost hear those words coming out of Zindlane's
Except
mouth.
this time it's his actual head saying it to him.
I know that look.
Yeah, you do.
So also Zindlane, Armand keeps looking at you. Like he can't quite place you.
Mm-hmm.
And he goes, you look really familiar.
I mean, I'm the arbiter of this district. I should look familiar.
But you just got that job.
Yeah, but I've always really had it.
Have I met you before?
Yeah. I mean, you know, I've been around here. I probably bought a drink for you. You probably bought a drink for me.
I think you should make me a deception check.
That's a 12. I did not do very well.
And he looks at you, and there's this realization on his face. and he stops talking and just walks away.
And I before he walks away, I see the look over his face, and I kind of smile and give him a one eyebrow up.
So the council now, they're going to all the guilds. What Abara thinks, and she runs this by Zen Lane, is that all of the guilds should chip in to start revitalizing the district. It'll pay for the local patrol people. It'll pay for whatever Shania has to do in order to file things to keep things up on the up and up. And they'll try and get things rebuilt. Does that sound good?
Yeah, and I have some ideas for layout, and maybe we should make like a arbitration house.
That's why we need your brain.
Exactly. Yeah.
And then finally, you have Valkyrie Marley looking over at Bones, who runs the newer gambling establishment, and she goes, "They came into this district when I was running my place. My place got burned to the ground. My people got killed. I have nothing left, and they still have a gambling place. I was the only gambling place here. I want some blood." And you know Marley has been on the edge lately since she was like murdering people in the streets. At one point. Are any of you going to step in at this point?
Garland.
Yeah, I think she deserves some retribution.
Wait, that wasn't what I.
so she goes, "Good. I'm gonna kill this bitch." And she pulls out her sword, and Bones is like,
Wait. That's not what I meant.
Popcorn.
By the way, my sword's bigger than yours.
No. We have to come up with a new way of things.
We do.
There needs to be a way to solve this without immediately breaking the newly established peace.
We have had far too much infighting, bickering, and cross purposes, creating nothing but trouble in this district. And it needs to go away. All right. We've already got a deal where we might actually get these damn sewers fixed and might have some dirt and solid ground to walk on instead of puddles and friggin' boats. Okay.
Hey,
People running the boats are good, but we don't need to have a friggin' boat to get from one place to another. We should be able to walk. Point being is that through extenuating circumstances and villainy, Valkyrie's place was taken from her. All right. I say we either take another location, repurpose it for Valkyrie to open up a new establishment, or rebuild the well so that Valkyrie can start a second gambling establishment, because competition is good. And having two gambling establishments, more places for people to blow off steam, and a little healthy competition.
So first, Garland, give me an intimidate check to kind of get Marley to not white knuckle her sword.
I want to, when I get a second, I want to add something to that.
Fucking dice roller. I should have pulled out my fucking real dice.
yes.
It was an 18 and it rolled over to the 4.
Oh,
I got a 7.
Can I come to the? Can I notice this failing and come rescue it?
sure.
Because I imagine that like Valkyrie's not accepting of like just rebuilding. She needs, because she said she needs blood, and I want to step in and say, and wouldn't it be so much better to to have funds from Bones's business helping you but rebuild rather than his blood on your sword.
Give me a persuasion check.
18.
All right. So Bones goes, you know, I will freely admit I've been making tons of money. And like as soon as they say that, like Marley just like gnashes her teeth. No. I am shit at keeping money. Like if I wasn't making a ton of money, I wouldn't be breaking even. I am not good at managing. I am good at selling. I'm a good host. So what I'm proposing is you come on as my manager for a while. And once you make enough money helping me not bleed out silver pieces, then you can start up your establishment and then we'll try and run each other into the ground.
There you go. See? Competition.
And we will create a standing fund out of the increased profits that you're able to squeeze out of Bones' business.
And
No.
Sigh.
There's a cult compound that's empty. It's not being used. That would make a nice gambling establishment, right?
And it has a supernaturally dry basement.
There you go. What do you think, Valkyrie?
Yeah, I guess I'm tired of killing people.
All right, good. See, we can all get along.
And Shania then looks over at Garland and says, also, I would nominate Garland for helping to organize our local patrols. We don't want these to be a watch. We just want people that are ready to react if something goes to shit.
And if they get out of line, I'm gonna break their legs.
Yep. And Shania says, yeah, that works fine. And then Ibarra goes, okay, final order of business. And they walk out, watch Captain Orifon. And watch Captain Orifon has like, even after it's been, 2 weeks or so, he has got 2 broken legs. He is in chains. And Ibarra goes, what are we going to do with this sorry piece of shit?
Well, we already broke his legs.
And Orifon's like, I am a duly appointed member of the city, and I may have made some mistakes, but it will go very badly for you if you...
Hey!
Yes, it would go very badly for you if people were to find out how I've been treated. And I'm willing to overlook this treatment if you simply let me go somewhere else and get reassigned.
Hang on. Did you willingly perform all of these misdeeds and foulness?
I will admit some culpability in bringing in the Church of Enlightenment. I did not know that the Church of Enlightenment had been subverted by the Church of by the cult of Erlig.
So you're saying that we don't want you to go back to the city and say your due has come to you and you're going to go whine, right?
Well, yes. I mean, if the city were to find out how I was treated,
so I could just kill you and that would solve everybody's problems.
And you notice like realization hits his face. He is like, no, I am sure someone will come looking for me eventually. And
hey, Shania,
they will assume.
Report to the watch, to the Griffins, should be the unfortunate news that the giant alligator from the sewers unfortunately took down the captain here. We only recovered a few parts, but we did make a positive identification, and we are saddened by his loss.
We could send a few parts.
And you know how Shania has acted in the past. She has always, wanted to be that shining, upright person. And she listens to what you're saying, and you think for a minute she's going to, protest this or, come in on his side. And she walks over to watch Captain Orifon and said, I had friends in this garrison, and you fucked them over. And she pulls out a knife and just guts him.
Oh my gosh.
I'm
Yep.
proud. I'm
Alligator.
so
I feel,
proud.
and I feel like Shanae is probably the best one to pass that judgment.
Definitely giant alligator. It was a tragic incident.
Yep. Fucking knife-tongued alligator.
If only the
Barrel roll.
if only the sewers had been cleaned out. Good thing we've worked out a deal to get those cleaned out now.
All the more reason that's good. Yeah.
And with all of that, you see Gina turn around to Sarah that is, kind of lashed over to a pole next to her because she brought her to the meeting. And she goes, "You're going to get to have a real meal." And Sarah's like,
Nice.
and I think we'll cut on that.
I think that's a fitting place to wrap.
All right. I hope all of you had a good time.
Excellent.
Thank you all for playing. You have been great. I had so much fun doing this.
Thank you for running it.
My gosh, how much of a zigzaggy character arc can I possibly have?
Oh my gosh, that was great. I was gonna ask all of you something first, but first I'm gonna sign off and get the recording put to bed. This is me, Jared Rasher, who ran this crazy thing and this thing, and I thank you all for listening and for watching, and these people are great. And anybody else have anything they want to sign off with?
Thanks for watching us and listening, and we hope you enjoyed yourselves, and be good to each other, and take care.
This is the first campaign in 12 or so years of actually playing tabletop that I've ever actually completed. It has been a wild and crazy ride, and I appreciate spending this time with all of you. And I hope, my work schedule's dumb, but I hope sometime we can do it again.
Right, this was so much fun.
Be excellent to each other. If you're not vaccinated, go get vaccinated.
Mhm.
Even if you are vaccinated, wear a mask.
Yep, definitely. Anyone else?
Good.
I'm just really surprised I didn't die.
I was wondering when you got sucked into the void mage's chest that might have been the end of Bar.
I like our
bouncy
resolution
hammer.
to that. That was
Bouncy axe.
I really enjoyed that. Well, I'm going to sign off. I'm going to talk to all of you really quick here at the end, but thank you once again for listening and for watching this, and good night, everybody.